got no reason to give myself a right to share what I believe in. Ooh, they say I've got an issue, always on the edge, cause I don't trust. But I don't need your word on what I'm into. I'll freak it to my ego, forbidden if I make it mainstream. And I don't need to wake up to your whisper, forget it with some liquor. Damned if I ever have dreams, but I've got that wildfire, hey. And I've got that wildfire, and I've got that wildfire, hey. They're always on a mission to keep me on the run, can't share my own opinion. Ooh, bad sense of intuition that didn't get me far, but this time I chose to listen. Just say I'm what I live for, this is what I live for. Baby, don't you know I'm wrong free? So what if I don't got a lavish image and never finish college? No riches ever face me, but I've got that wildfire, hey. And I've got that wildfire, and I've got that wildfire, hey.
I know that there's something so special about you and me, babe. You got me, you got me, you got me feeling fine. So just say the words, cause you know what it means to me, babe. When you got me, you got me, you got me feeling fine.
Welcome to Arizona in the Firebird Motorsports Park for round 2 of the 2025 SRDL series. Tonight in the booth, we have a guest. Many of you know him as Mr. Dr. Sit.
What's going on, everybody?
He's here ready to party. We're ready to get rowdy. We're going to jump right into our track math and rules for tonight and get this show on the road. So thank you for coming out. Thank you for watching. This is a fun track. It's a straight one. Right off the rip, a little outer touch and go, then an inner clip, another outer zone, and then the drivers are going to be allowed to actually kind of be off throttle in between there and the next inner clip. Then we have a little don't manji the straight, manji through the straight, and then a decel just after that final inner clip, and a sweeper around to the left side. So it's going to be a rowdy one to watch. The drivers meeting was exciting. A lot of questions, a lot of talk about what was seen in practice, and so it's going to be an interesting one.
I'd like to throw a nice special shout out to good old Chewy, creator of the track. Very nice Shadowrealm team member.
Chewy put this one together, and he's stepping out tonight, hopping in the judge booth to help figure this one out. So, as you know, 2 drivers are going to battle head-to-head. Battles are going to consist of 2 runs back-to-back. Judges determine a winner based off of line, angle, and style.
Pretty standard. You see an FD,
Yeah.
you know how it runs.
Yep, it's just kind of classic FD. That lead driver is going to need to run that ideal line, make it followable for the chase, and follow the momentum map that we've presented to the drivers.
And for the chase, keep it nice simple. You got to maintain your close proximity, match or better that lead run, and make sure to not hit the lead.
Nope. But we're going to hop right in. I'm going to go ahead and call up our first group of drivers. It's going to consist of SLI Serene, Shadowrealm's Murda, Benji Drifts, AOM Gambit, Kinetic Chillmate, Matty Spies, Suzuya, and Hashira Jester. So if I called your name, please stay in the server. If I didn't call your name, please leave the server so that we can get this show on the road. We need Serene and Murda to the line as fast as possible.
That's a stacked first group of drivers on there.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah, Serene out there, got Murda. Those are 2 big
points
names
leader,
I know.
yeah. Serene points leader right now. So he's the big dog.
Oh, he's showing Talk Dog off right now.
Yeah, Murda though, he's nothing to underestimate.
No
that's
slouch.
for sure. No, he's always ready to hop in. He hopped in last minute for Coda the last round and laid it down against 6 Shadows right off the rip. So
Yeah,
we will see what's going on here. I don't know who's that on track right now.
Excited to see how Murda stacks up against points leader, especially coming in. Haven't seen too much of this track, so very excited to see what the drivers are putting out there down there tonight.
We got this isn't okay. Okay, they cleared. Okay, got it.
So just waiting for Serene and Murda make their way up to the chase line. Serene lead, Murda chasing.
Yeah, there's Serene. Yeah, he's in the E36.
There we go. We can just get good old boy Murda up there. We can get this kicking off.
And there he is.
All right. Serene and Murda up to the line. Tofu about to extend it. First round of the night.
And we are off. Big rip. Off the start. A little bit of left foot brake. Murda massaging it in. Trying to stay close through this big transition where you got to stay on throttle. Otherwise, you will lose him really fast. Serene looks like he's got it locked in up there in the lead. Murda riding that wall in the chase, but not quite where he needs to be in the pocket. Man, I don't know. This is a really hard... The transition from that first inner clip to the second inner clip, that area is just... That's the whole like problem area of the track, I think, for drivers. I feel like if you're not on top of it, you're going to get lost.
That is going to be the key area of this track tonight, I believe. And if you don't set yourself up right there, you're going to be setting yourself up for failure, especially going to that Manny section there, as we saw from Murda. He fell a bit behind, and then it stayed behind the entire run. But drivers back up to the line. Murda in the lead, Serene in the chase now, sending him off. Serene keeping it nice and close, entering on that bumper. Bit of left foot brake for the car behind. Serene sitting on that door, getting a much better proximity than Murda was last run. Setting off to angle, a little bit of tap, and Murda tapping the wall there at the end. Serene keeping it nice behind. I think personally it's going to be a pretty nice run for Serene to move on to top 16 there.
I do agree. I think so. I think he's sitting pretty safe as the points leader after this run. Yeah. Good chase, definitely. Yeah,
he's
good chase, definitely.
Here.
He's locking in. Murda, great lead though. I mean,
it was a very
his
solid
lead looked
lead.
a lot more confident. Other than that little wall tap, looked a lot more confident than his chase did. You know, so props to Murda big for that one. But I think we're going to see him slide left here.
If they didn't, I think we got some blind judges over there, and it goes to Serene.
Straight
off
to
the first one of the
Serene.
night.
Ripping it off, first one of the night. Next up, Benji Drifts and AOM Gambit.
Now, Gambit, I think, is going to be the dominant force here, but I'm excited to see what Benji's going to do over here in the lead.
Oh yeah,
I'm personally a big
Benji.
man of wanting to lead first, chase second. I can always throw down a solid lead in front, but if I'm chasing first, my lead's going to get a little bit sketchy off the back end.
Yeah, you know, it's such a, or leading and chasing first, you know, whichever one you do, can be such a strategy game at times. I feel like, you know.
It is, and it's very much luck of the draw. Everyone's got their personal favorite.
Oh, definitely.
Oh yeah. Drives up to the line. Benji leading. A1 Gambit in the chase in that beautiful E36.
And we are off. We got Gambit in that S14. Gonna kick it. And Benji diving in a little shallow at first, but making sure he gets on the door of Gambit as they get ready to go through this. Oh, maybe some tire drops in the chase there. Not sure what happened. Definitely contact in that clip and more contact in the decel, causing Gambit to zero out, but I believe that was the chase's fault on that one.
Yeah, I believe it. If you actually look at it from the beginning of the run, you can see Gambit in the chase there is running a bit shallower angle, and I don't think he was quite expecting Benji to throw that much angle in the lead, and it just kind of set him up for failure there. You can tell the angle difference right there the whole run, and he just stays a bit more shallow trying to catch up here after a slight bobble, and throws it in here trying to surge up to the door, and it just causes a bit of a crashing accident there, causing a zero for the lead. So gonna take
Gambit
a big,
appeared to be on throttle, so I don't know.
it does. It's gonna be a big subtraction to him. Hopefully we can get something off of Gambit leading here. He's gonna need a killer run, in my opinion, to get a win here. So see what he can throw down here as we enter into that first outside zone. Straight to angle. Benji taking it back nice and close. He's close, but he's not inactive right there. Shoving it on the door. Going in this outside zone. They're giving him the respective distance. And right there's locking in on the angle. Straight to angle, straight into his door. Benji doing exactly what he needs to do. Even more than I believe to take the win here. But we shall see who's at fault for that incident during the first run. And we'll go from there.
So Benji was chasing in the first one. So Benji's in the E46. So he was the one who made that contact.
My mistake.
Yeah. No, you're good. You're good. Yeah. That was sheesh. Really good second half of the battles here going on.
I'm liking it. That was a very solid run second. But yeah, if that was,
yeah. I think this is Gambit, but
yeah, no, that was Benji doing there. Then yeah, that's definitely a nice Gambit run. I was kind of shocked that Gambit was pulling a bit shallow angle. So this would make some more sense to me after knowing Gambit for many events driving up against him. Amazing driver, quick to angle, always on your door, no matter what. He can apply the pressure under any scenario, making you sweat bullets. So we are just waiting right now for a decision from the judges. Seems that there was just a little bit of a name mix-up, so that's my apology on that. But I don't know, Grizz. I think it's gonna be a clear-cut win for Gambit, but obviously I'm not a judge, so we'll see what the judges decide here.
Yep, I think this is Gambit territory, but I've been wrong before, and I'm not ashamed to admit it.
No. Hopefully everyone's having a nice start to their Labor Day weekend. Pro Spec going on right now.
Long weekend.
Yes, sir. We got Pro Spec going on right now, top 16. We got Pro FD tomorrow, top 32 and the 16. I'm personally stoked for it. I'm liking the new momentum entry zone they added in.
I like what they did.
I think it allows a much more predictable lead run. Some people are doing momentum entries, some people are doing handbrake drifts, and I'm liking that they've kind of cut out the handbrake drift entry for this one.
I think
a lot
it's
more
pretty
consistent.
cool.
It is. It's I believe a first for FD in America. I think they've used it sometimes over in Japan, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm excited to see that over here.
Oh yeah.
But we are still waiting for that decision. Obviously, there was there's a weird entry section before the Manji. It's a little off throttle, so I believe the judges are trying to take some time to make sure they get the final call here correct, as well as we have a decel zone going into that final zone where the major contact was made. All good.
Yep.
And if you don't know, Mr. Grizz has a bit of case of the pneumonia, so shout out to still being here on the mic.
I'm hanging in there.
So, our apologies if you do hear him kind of sound a bit of short of breath or little cough here and there. He's trying his best.
To mute and stuff, I'm trying to do the thing, but let's watch these runs back and see. Run one is definitely where the contention is. It's what the judges are watching.
Yeah, you can see Benji.
Sure. We got a little issue there, and then there was a lot of left foot brake I didn't notice in the beginning. I don't know.
That's what I kind of saw, but it also looked like Benji was surging at the time, so I don't know if that was a ton of left foot brake or if that's just kind of resting on there to help the car rotate a bit.
That's not
It ain't a decel.
It's not an area where that's supposed to happen. The decel's after the clip.
Correct. It's about where Benji sends him into
it's right at the beginning
right
of it's right at the beginning of the final outer zone. So
I'd be interested in seeing this go towards Benji just because he's decelling that much, and I as a driver, if I'm not expecting a decel there, it would throw me off as well. I'd be thinking I could start on up there and he'd be keeping momentum.
Benji was
maybe
also
a bit of slow.
Severely offline, so it's a toss-up in my opinion. Benji was way offline if you watch going through the straight.
He was, and you can see it kind of starts here with that first bobble coming off the inside clip, and it sets him up for failure for the next two corners right there. And he's having to surge up to try and make that ground up that he lost.
I think I'm still in Gambit's favor personally, but
I am as well.
I'm not sure. I don't know where it's gonna lie. I don't have the telemetry like the judges do, and
no, they got all that fancy technology that we don't have up here in the booth. We're just
fancy drone cams and AI.
We're just two dudes sitting in the booth trying to commentate over some cars. All right, we're just having fun, trying to make the best of the night.
And I'm stinky too.
Oh yeah. So, mad respect to our judges. Brand new track, never been ran in comps before, so we are setting the precedent for what this could be used for future comps. So, I can understand their time. Yeah, I can understand one the take some time on the first decision of this incident, especially when you got the map creator there helping you out to make sure is that an area that seemed like it could have been possibly too much decel. So, still waiting on a call.
Got a coffee fit.
All good. Here's that run one back again.
Yeah,
you kind of see here. hits the inside clip, kind of unsettles the car, throws it shallow into that zone, completely misses that outer zone, and when he surges, you can see Gambit sitting on that foot brake. So I don't know if it's a mix of the surge. I don't know if it's Gambit slowing down a ton, but it'll be interesting to see what the judges make of that.
It is. We got some typing going on. We'll see if we have something.
Yeah, this is one track I'm very happy not to be a judge on, as I've been once before, and I'm very happy it was not this track with the technicalities and first time seeing this run. Hats off to them.
We have a call and an explanation. All right. We'll watch them slide, and then we will figure it out and tell you what they said. We got Judge 1 Gambit, Judge 2 OMT, and Judge 3 Benji. We have a three-way split. So here's how that happened. 2 judges shared fault on the contact, 1 putting fault on Gambit, and 1 put fault on Gambit due to the decel outside the decel zone. 1 judge went Gambit, 1 judge went OMT, and 1 judge went Benji on a full split. So that's how that went down. So it's going to be a run it back boys situation.
And I think they kind of made the right call there. It's definitely a shared fault for the contact, with AOM trying to slow it down really heavily in that lead, as well as Gambit's trying to Benji's trying to push up there and back into the pocket, but he is outside of a decel zone. It's just a matter of how much did he decel. So I don't blame the judges for wanting to do a full split on this one.
No, definitely. Shoot, I don't know. Let's see what they do for this OMT battle between these two. And we got Gambit in the lead, and then we got a Benji in that E46, that Doorhouse Performance skin. I love it so much.
Throwing it straight back to your roots there, Grizz.
I don't know, man. The old days. Tofu, give him a rip. So I got a dog yapping in the background. All right, Gambit flicking it in. Benji behind him, needing to catch up, and he does. Throws it a little bit extra angle. Let's see if he manages to keep up through the straight. Getting in there, Gambit grabbing all the zones. Left foot braking again in that area, but still keeping a good distance. You know, Benji never really able to quite keep up or get in the pocket where he needed to be. Maintained proximity, but wasn't really there, I guess I'd say.
No, he's definitely not. This is definitely better than last run, but I don't know if you missed it. He completely missed that Arizona 1 to try and get proximity on Gambit. And as you can see, he tries to make some ground up here by doing a surge again. Gambit breaking outside of it again, just not as much, and not using the actual intended decel zone until he enters the actual that final outside zone. So it'll be interesting to see what the judges make of that. I didn't cause an incident, so I don't think it's going to be that large of a deal, but I personally would give a little bit of a deduction for decelling outside of there again. So, get back into it now. Roles are swapped. Benji in lead. Gambit chasing. And we are off. Gambit chasing that beautiful Curlworks S14 as Benji flicks it in, possibly a late entry. Gambit sitting there doing his job, sitting right behind him, applying pressure where needed, not compromising his line too much. He's making all the zones, sitting right into the pocket, and as he flicks angle, completely missing the final outer zone, maybe touching one tire at the very end there. I
had the proximity, but you know it's all the balance of proximity and being in the pocket and that kind of stuff. So.
I'd kind of throw a wash up here. I don't know who's going to take this win. I like Gambit's leads, but he's missing some outside zones. But I'd be interested to see if Benji did initiate late, because I did not see him flick an entry until he was in the beginning of that first outer zone. I think it's going to be a close one there, so that could be an incomplete run and a 0 for Benji on his lead. We're gonna see what the judges bring it out here with. I think Riz going through a little bit of death right now, so apologize. I'm really liking what Benji threw down for his lead, showing a lot more confidence in that lead position than it was the chase. Gambit, as you can see there, still throwing a little bit of left foot brake when he was going into that zone, but I think he needed that little bit of extra speed to kind of get him out there to that final outside zone. So I think it's going to be a bit of an interesting call to see what the judges end up saying about this one. Really solid lead from Gambit as well. I think both of them got their leads down, but the chase here I think is going to be the make or break of this track as we discover the nice pockets that those chase drivers need to be in.
Ah, my bad. Sorry. I started hacking and then I forgot to open up my vocal path to the stream. We're back.
It's all good.
No, we're in here. We're having fun. We're waiting on a call. But we're just happy to be here. This is an interesting track. I'm kind of bummed I haven't gotten to try it out and drive it yet.
I'm as well. It looks like a very fun track for the lead driver. I think it's, as I said, I think it's going to be very interesting to see. It is. It's a very challenging chase. I think that's really going to define it once we get to those top 8s and top 4s. I think it's really going to define who's going to take the win on them is that chase. I think all the drivers here got a really solid lead on this track, but the chase is what's going to make or break the winners on this.
Yeah, from what I've heard throughout practice is that a lot of the drivers really enjoy the lead and then they get in the chase and they're like, nah. So.
Oh, and we do have a call.
Interesting.
I think I can see why they made this call, but I'm gonna let Mr. Grizz take it over and kind of give his shared opinion on this one.
Well, let's let everyone know. We have another 3-way OMT. All 3 judges this time went OMT. So I know for a fact, if we dissect this again side by side, run 1, the issue was Benji's proximity the whole time. Run 2, the big issue was Gambit right here.
He's missing zones.
Was the whole issue. That was the whole issue. And so I'm sure it was measured up side by side and they just split the baby on it and said do it again. So that's I'm positive that's what's going on here. All right, we got our 3rd and final OMT. We will definitely have a decision after this one. Gambit in the lead, Benji in the chase. Tofu, give him a rip. Got Gambit setting us off here. All right, flick initiation. We're on it, and Gambit is firing off the tires, trying to get away. Benji is trying to get up to where he needs to be. Still not managing to get close to Gambit. I mean, he's been struggling with that. Gambit staying on the throttle here, using the decel this time, running that wall the whole way. Benji struggling in the chase. Gambit in a good position here after his lead this time. Not that he wasn't the last time, but if he can lock in that final corner and stay in the pocket like he's supposed to be, he's just got to keep doing what he's doing.
Exactly. I give hats off to Benji here. Gambit is not a Gambit's very consistent, but he's a very fast driver on the track, so I'm not putting any fault on him. He's a very, very hard driver to keep up with on the track, and you got to be pedal to the metal, committed 24/7, be able to keep up with this guy and try to beat him. So I think Benji's doing a very nice job. Hopefully he's able to throw down a killer lead that throws Gambit off his game, but I'm not sure if I see that happening as we get the drivers lined up to run again for run 2. And we are off. Gambit, Doorhouse Performance, E36. Throwing it in for momentum style at entry. Gambit on his door, giving just a little baby kiss on that inside clip. Throwing a bit of a wash, center punch in that inside clip before we enter the Manji section. A lot of left foot brake from there. Benji giving a little bit of door tap as we get into the final zone, not disrupting the car too much, and I personally think Gambit's got this now. I think he's finally got this track mastered.
Yep, I agree. I think Gambit has locked himself in on this one. That was the one he needed.
And I think it's going to be an unfortunate news for Benji, but he did a very nice lead, did everything he had to do. You can't have a nice chase without a good lead. I think Benji did everything here he could have done. He had every zone solidly, but Gambit's just following him like a shadow over there. Having to slow down a little bit before that inside clip in the final sector. As you can see, Benji gave him a little bit of tap, so I think it was smart of Gambit having that little bit of space there. I know he definitely want to be on that door like on entry over here, but gotta do what you gotta do sometimes.
You gotta do what you gotta do, man.
As we wait here for hopefully a judge call, as we will get one. After all three of these runs, they'll be able to figure out something of who's taking this home. We can advance on to our next set of drivers, which I'm personally excited on these next sets. I know these drivers are itching to get out on track. All those drivers currently sit in the lobby. They're getting cold. They want to sit there. They want to sit there, burn them rubbers. They're getting cold.
They're getting cold. I'm about to make an Amazon order, I think, man. I don't know.
Okay, what you getting on to?
I just Molly brought me home some dinner. Thank God. It was amazing. And at the very bottom of the bag was one of those little like soft peppermints, like those wedding mints. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna order a bunch of them things. I think I love them. I love those things.
They're great. I grab. They're probably the same ones I grab at Taco Mat every time. They're just nice little peppermint, but you can sit there and.
It's a nice little like soft like pop of freshness. I enjoy it a lot. Very
exactly.
Good.
And
all right, we have a call.
Do.
And
drum roll, please, for these winners.
Gambit, gonna take it as we anticipated.
I mean, Gambit.
Now he's gonna go against Serene. That's gonna be a big one.
I'm excited for that battle. That's the battle I want a 3 times OMT on. I want to see that again and again. I think it's gonna be a great battle.
For
we got
sure.
Kinetics and Matty Spies up to the line. Kinetic's leading. Matty Spies chasing in that faceful E36 that he loves to run.
Whole lot of E36 action going down there. Chillmate. We're ripping the lead here. Let's see where Matty sets in the chase. On his bumper upon initiation. Fading back a little bit. Maybe just giving himself some room. Great transition in the chase. Chillmate throwing down the angle. Matty kind of fading back all of a sudden, surprisingly. Chillmate in the wall. Matty way in the wall, but did Chillmate lead him into the wall? What's going to be the call? I don't know. Ultimately, Chillmate finished his run. You can't entirely fault the chase driver or fault the lead driver on the chase making a big mistake like that. So
you can, but I
don't know. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? What are your thoughts?
I personally don't think it helped that Chillmate sat there and tapped the wall. Matty Spies trying to make up some ground here, and I think he just sent it just a little bit too hard. But at the end of the day, you can see Matty Breaks is on that break trying to set him up for the zone, and I think it's a little bit of a shared fault. Chillmate took him into the wall, and he followed him as best he could into that, and he just happened to be not the luckiest cookie.
Oh yeah.
So let's get Matty Spies out here throwing a killer lead run like I know he can. Chillmate following. That beautiful E36 flicking on in. Chillmate giving him just a little bit of room. Both drivers, I believe, missing that second outside zone as we enter the Manji section of the track. Chillmate dipping a little bit behind, giving him a gap. I think he's keeping that there because he thinks he's got this one in the bag because of run 1. But I'll only be interested to see what the judges decide is going to be the decision for who's at fault for that run 1. If it's going to be Matty Spies or if it's going to be Chillmate because he led him there. I think it's going to be the deciding factor of this. And as you can see right here, as we go back again,
yeah, let's watch
Matty Spies sitting behind here, surges up, braking. I think he sat there and just surged a bit too hard at the end of the day, but trying to make up that ground. So we shall see who takes it home as we have a decision.
We do.
I'm excited. I personally, I love these E36s. They're one of my favorite cars.
They're
Modeled
fun,
with
man.
They look so good as well. That nice aggressive E92 front end from HGK made it onto these E36s. The match made in heaven. As we get our decision here for the battle of Chillmate and Matty Spies, judges slot them.
That purple side is looking pretty comfortable.
It is. Chillmate taking that win over Matty Spies.
Getting it.
He advances and moves on to battle against the winner of this next battle, which is Suzuya
and Jester.
Ooh.
All right. So,
excited to get these
hop
people.
right into this bad boy, and then we'll call up our next 8 after this battle. But
yes, I know
they're
they're
get
excited.
through this one first.
I feel like it's been an eternity, but it's just because of that nice long battle with Aryan, Gambit, and Benji. As these 2 drivers up the line, that nice reliable rotor from Jester over there. I'm excited to hear that baby scream as they send it.
Looks like Suzuya is in Serene skin, but we're just gonna ignore that. That is Suzuya, not Serene. And then Jester in the FC in that chase position, and they're locked in right now to one another. And a lot of angle in that lead position. A little bit of left foot brake. A big fat dive throwing Suzuya into the wall from Jester. That is a decel. So I would imagine fault there is going to be on Jester, leaving Suzuya with a pretty big advantage going into the second half of this one.
Yeah, and I think the same situation that happened with Matty Spies just happened here with Jester as well. He's trying to make sure he surges onto the door in this final outside zones. They finally get a really nice lock-in point after these Manjis right here. And it's just the decels taking him by surprise as he transitions through the smoke. He was sitting in that before that transition, and it just it bought him there. So let's get these drivers up to the line. Jester's got to throw down a killer lead run to try and make something happen here, as Suzuya is going to be in the chase now. Flicking it in with that big wing over there into outside zone 1. Jester a little bit shallow on angle. As we get back into our Manji section, Suzuya's falling directly behind him, giving that good bit of space, as he does know he's got that run 1 locked in. And yep, Jester's just back into the wall over there. So unfortunately, I believe we know which one this is going to go, Grizz.
Yep, and we do already have a call. And that will be shown on the stream here in just a minute. And Suzuya moving on to the top 16 to go against Chillmate.
Yeah.
But now we got to call up our next 8, and that's going to be Lupo Chaos, Shadowrealm's Heretic, Nathan Ferreira, Lugo Drifts, Shadowrealm's Manny, Kinetic Legacy, SSR ATL Drifts, and Nick Donado. Please make your way into the server if your name was called. And Lupo Chaos and Shadowrealm's Heretic, make your way to the line. We're going to get you kicked off right now.
I think that outside zone is going to cause a bit of trouble. That entire this entire event, especially with that decel zone right there. I'm expecting a lot of drivers to hit that wall if they try to make a big surge going into it to get that last bit of proximity they need.
It's kind of an odd wall too. You know, Chewy made the track and he even said, he's like, it's kind of it's an odd angle outside zone. It's much more deceiving driving it than it is viewing it. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of, it's odd.
That much it is, as in the drivers meeting, a lot of people have pointed out that they have found the wall, and they do know the wall is there very much, but I trust these drivers that will make it into the top 16. They know what's going on with it, and they're going to be able to surge right up onto the door as we get into the next round of drivers.
Oh yeah.
Excited to see some of my favorite matchups here. I think Kinetic Legacy and Manny's going to be a pretty good one. Heretic and Chaos, I think it's going to be another fun one over there. I always support my Atlanta boy ATL Drifts. I think it's going to be another good one. So hopefully I can see him over in top 16. I gotta make an Amazon order myself. I gotta get moving on some projects. I definitely gotta make an Amazon order here soon. Gonna finish up that brake light you've been seeing me experiment with like last month.
Handling something real quick. 1 second, sorry.
And we do got drivers up
There we go. Okay, sorry. Had to get a driver out of a car so we get a driver in a car. We're going to hold for a quick minute so that that driver can get in so that there's not a lag during the run, if that's okay. Okay, I think we're in. Okay, I think we're good now. I think we're good. All right. What a break. Yeah, we got Lupo Chaos in the lead. Heretic in the chase.
That beautiful S15.
S-chassis action. Yeah, Lupo with that custom skin submitted. And ripping through this course, he is smoothly, too. Heretic making his way onto the door. A little bit too much angle there in that transition, maybe. But Lupo Chaos making it look smooth, methodical. That was nice.
I'm telling you, these drivers got it handled in this lead, but I think the chase is really where we're going to get our winning decisions here. Every driver seems to really enjoy the lead on here, but no one's really mastered the chase fully that I've seen yet, so it's going to get interesting in these later battles. You can see Heretic over here. He's throwing just a little bit too much angle, especially with the proximity here as we go in the final outside zone. Throwing a little over angle. It's like a backy trying to get into the zone.
Saved it really well there.
He did. That could have been on.
He kept it from going into the wall for sure. I mean, that was smooth.
Oh, yeah. But we swapped him. Got Heretic up front. Chaos chasing. Sending him off. Heretic in that S14. Going to show him what it's made of. Very nice entry. And I think that's... I don't know if that was a little bit of a lag because it looked like it just kind of just slid off to the side.
Like it just caught a little bit of dirt, maybe.
Hopefully it's just a little bit quick track off. But if it does end up being it, I hate it for the guy.
Oh yeah. Hate to see it. That's for dang sure.
Yeah, it's about the worst way he can really go out. Yeah, and it just looks like he just took a little bit too much speed in that first zone. I think he wanted to flick a bit more angle to slow him down. It just it didn't come to fruition for him. As we already have a decision.
We do.
Do you want to place your bets on this one? I think I know who won.
I don't know, Maya. Oh, it's already on the screen. Chaos moving on to the top 16 to go against either Nathan Ferreira or Lugo Drifts, who are already on the line. Look at that. Love to see it. All right.
I love when people listen.
Rhythm. Here we go. Nathan in that lead position, A90. Lugo Drifts chasing him up here, jumping on the door real quick. Ooh, a little bit of a fade checkup maybe, but not letting him get anywhere through that straight. Really sticking on the door throughout this part. Way too much angle in the lead from Nathan, but manages to stay in the zone in a... Did that look weird to you too?
That looked a little bit funky to me, but I'll give it to Lugo. I think this is the best chase we've seen tonight so far on this course. Regardless of what Lugo... He was solid. Every zone, he's matching him on there. Timing your transitions correctly, giving the correct speed, giving the driver space where he needs it, and look at this final zone. Lugo almost 90 degrees to the wall, crab walking it through. I'm excited to see what Lugo's going to do in the lead now. That was a chase. I'm excited to see what this lead is. And as we send them off, we got Ferreira in the back, Lugo leading in that beautiful FC. Big Wang gang. Nathan just giving a little bit of taps to Lugo up front. Giving him, I think it was just a little bit too much room for him up there. Yep. He's trying to catch up for the rear, but Lugo Drip's tapping it, but I think that that crucial mistake on that zone there, I think that's going to be the written sentence for him. I think that's going to be Lugo all day. We have a very quick decision on this one, as you can imagine, for Lugo Drifts taking the win.
Moving on.
Dude, them purples, they're taking it today. Purple. So throw back to the I needed this more when we were running rivals over here. This would have been great for my team Spite. I'll tell you what.
I know, dude. You're getting the right color the whole time, man.
Let's go.
Oh, man. Lugo moving on fantastically. And up next, we got Manny and Kinetic Legacy. Manny just sent me a message a little bit ago and said his internet's dogging, so it may not work. So let's pop over to SSL ATL Drifts and Nick Donado real quick. We at least heard from Manny that he's trying to get in there. So, but if Manny's not able to get in there, then Kinetic Legacy will get the win. And Manny's just going to let me know as soon as he can. So we're good to go there. But SSR ATL Drifts, going to be leading Nick Donado right now. If we can make that happen. If not, we'll just give it a second.
I appreciate the awareness of Manny for knowing he's got that dog internet and purposely giving a little bit notification.
Yeah, he's struggling to get in. I'm watching the server, but I'm not seeing anything. So.
Yeah, all right. There we go.
Oh, Legacy said he's not sure if he can see the start light, so we'll figure that out here in a minute. But anyway, we have SSR ATL Drifts leading Nick Donado, running up here. SSR ripping that G87, and Nick in the E92. Also goes by E92 Nick, I believe. No bullshit, actually. G87 in that Seth Miller skin. Amazing. Shout out to Team Sam. Oh, man. Sending it for Seth. They are, that's for sure.
As they are with that beautiful skin on that. And as you can see, Nick Donado here just center punching a couple of these inner clips over here. So I think it's going to be a bit of a deduction. And I don't know if that was a full straighten from him as we started that that third outer zone. But he surged onto the door, getting a bit of extra proximity as we got to the final outside zone. Tucking onto the door of Atlanta Drifts, but we got Nick on the lead, Atlanta on the chase. Tofu going to send him and see what he can do. Nick Donado flicking it right to angle. Atlanta Drift sitting right on that rear bumper. Don't know if he was impeding on that one. He's getting real close on these transitions, making sure he knows he's there, trying to force a mistake from ATL. Which I don't think he needs. I think he can be sitting there just back a little bit more nice and pretty. SSR tapping.
I think SSR is good there. Yeah, SSR's in the G87. I think he's sitting pretty right now, dude.
I know. I think he could have given him just a little bit. I think he could have given him just a tiny bit more room.
Run one was good. He could have. I don't know. He was really getting touchy-feely with him there. Oh, that was quite the straighten there from Nick. I didn't notice that in the first run there.
Exactly.
Wow, and a big tire drop on the inside too. He did a great job sticking on him and riding that wall with him, but whew.
He did. But yeah, I think that train over there is gonna be Nick Donado's downfall right now. But I think SSR Land is just trying to put on the door, knowing he's got a free run as long as he doesn't zero himself out, either the lead or himself. I think he's trying to put on the door to make sure he's prepped for the next battles, because I think he knows he's got a nice win already ready for it. Kind of center punching that last center clip before we get to this outside zone.
Almost. Yeah.
So, as we wait for what the judges decide.
Word from Manny, connection is stable. So he should be in the server and should be good to go after this
Let's
battle.
go!
Pending the decision.
If there's anything I like to see, it's not having a buy run.
All right, we have a call here. The first red win of the night. SSR ATL Drifts put it on the board for Team Red. We don't know who Team Red is, but they've all been going to the left, and the left side is purple. So, the production's yelling at me, and they're right. I do know what team it is. Team Red is Team Trance, and Team Purple is Team Spite. But like, I was just like, I don't know, man. All right. Anyway, Manny and Kinetic Legacy.
As he dies into a coughing fit from making his own joke over there.
Okay. But yeah, Manny said his connection's good, so he should be making his way to the line if he's not already there. He is there. Oh shoot, big boy! He sent in a skin update and put different wheels on the back. It looks really cool.
Oh, I like it.
He is he the jellyfish?
I think it's a jellyfish.
I think it's jellyfish. Yeah, the jellyfish RX-7. The Sponge Boys. Anyway, Sponge Boy is ripping it off. Manny going in here. Kinetic Legacy. Shallowing up angle a little bit, but I think he's setting himself up for this straight. Oh, he kind of overed a little bit, but he's not letting Manny get away. Manny laying down a very solid lead run here. Very consistent. Managing to get all of that outside zone. Kinetic Legacy putting him down, putting himself where he needs to be. But ultimately, I don't know. I think Manny's looking pretty good here right now.
For a man who was struggling with internet a moment ago, there's some pretty stable driving from him over here.
I'm glad he was able to get it locked in, man.
I'm as well.
That was a hell of a run.
It's the most frustrating, I think, in any virtual competition is when your only issue is your internet's deciding to fail you on this one moment that you need it to be perfect.
Yeah, that or equipment failure, or, it's just always the most disappointing.
Yeah, anything out of your control causing you to lose the competition.
Sorry, I forgot to say this, but we need a chat countdown for Legacy, I believe. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Oh, I don't think Manny was ready. But he's off to the races. I think we'll let it fly. Manny ducked in here. We'll see what the judges say. The judges are already typing. They're going to call a rerun, I believe, maybe. But we'll see what happens.
I don't think I blame them.
Yeah, they are calling a restart.
All right, gents. Run back just this one piece. Just this one. Yeah, that's another one. These lights, if you don't have your settings just correct, which some of these drivers they just can't have the setting on, it's really hard where it starts to fail you there with some of them. So not the best, but we do have ways to work around it. We got a nice tofu.
There was an issue. And speaking of tofu, our beloved start light and the gem of Shadowrealm, the purple gem that we all know and love, it's his birthday today. So make sure you tell Tofu happy birthday. And make sure you let the man know that we all love him, because we do, and he's our favorite to drive with and hang out with and game with. And it's got to be hard being everyone's favorite.
He's got a special place in my heart at the end of the day.
Love that man.
I do too.
All right, we are off to a clean start this time.
No luck this time. Just a classic 3, 2, 1, go. Kinetic Legacy entering in now, May 86, much closer than that last run, being prepared for the alternative countdown syndrome. Staying nice and close in this Manji section. Not center punching that clip. Oh!
Ooh, Legacy putting himself into the wall from the looks of things on my end.
Yep, that is, he ate the wall there, and I think his car's still trying to recover after that. It was kind of crab walking backwards, so.
Poor guy.
Yeah, I think no surprise to anyone.
You have to get his back checked out.
Yeah, that's a chiropractor in need of some work right there.
Gonna need an adjustment. Yeah. All right. Well, time to call up our next 8. It's gonna be Shadowrealm 6 Shadows, TTV, It's Dank Prince, Joseph JK, Shadowrealm's Bun Shy, Furbs, DTD, FHM, Static Shitbox, No Pants, Slammed, and TT Aryan. Please go ahead and make your way into the server if you're not already, and then we'll have 6 Shadows and It's Dank Prince on the line ASAP. 6 Shadows in that lead position. Dank Prince chasing him down.
Mm-hmm. And personally, got six Shadows, one of my longtime nemesises from either Rivals or Anycom. The Nemesis.
Nemesis.
Me and him technically still have a unsettled score to deal with from Rivals, but eventually we may have that battled eventually.
I think you should spit in each other's mouths and see who can hold it in the longest.
I
heard production of the sleigh in the background.
Listen, I'm down to a good old spit off. I think we have a good old fashioned
That's what's
Joey
Chestnut. Me to fade out, dude. Oh yeah, in the background.
I think we have a good old glizzy gobble competition.
Oh, dude,
Most hot dog
eating
wins.
contest? Yeah.
Straight hot dogging it. Six Shadows on the lead.
All right, Dank may not see the light. Hold on. Dank may not see the light, so he did not. It looks like. So we'll do a chat countdown.
Alternative countdown. That beautiful S650. Big boy bodies.
All right, Tofu is taking care of the gentleman here with a good old-fashioned chat countdown. And Six Shadows does not have his shadow. Come on, man. Come on, man. I bet you he's pulling it up right now.
I guarantee he's sitting there because he's trying to scramble to get it up. Because if I remember, I believe the man runs in VR, so it's not as easy as just look over to your keyboard.
He types "my bad" in the chat. Yep, he's ready to go. I think we're good to go now.
Third time is the charm. I hope. Yeah,
And-
there we go.
Oh, there we go. Fast, slow, fast. There we go. Okay, now it's locking in for me. And here we go. We got a contact. I don't know how that happened. It happened real fast on my end. I think Discord was lagging its butt off a little bit. But a little bit of contact between Six Shadows and Dank Prince. In the beginning, Six Shadows, pretty commanding lead from the rest of the course. But I don't know. Hopefully the replay was able to catch it right now. Yep, it was just a Discord issue. Thank goodness. All right, Dank Prince flying in here. Over angle from Six Shadows. Yeah.
That's a very rare mistake from the man there.
Yeah, unfortunate. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, you over angle, you start slowing. I know he likes to throw big angles, so unfortunately he's got no one but himself to blame over there. As we get into the second half of this run, Dank Prince, Six Shadows. Six about to throw down the chase of his lifetime as he tries to crawl back a win from this, putting the pressure on Dank Prince, as I have no doubt he will. Oh, are we? No. All right, no. I guess we're gonna rerun that again real quick, as no driver had any idea of who was supposed to go when. And now we got Dank Prince just kind of sitting waiting. Yep, there we go. Yep, just back it up. Don't break physics. Don't break physics. All right, we're starting back at the line.
All right,
Fresh, ready to go.
Chat counter down.
Got 3, 2, 1. There we go. And we're off finally. Dank Prince throwing it in. Bit shallow on angle, trying to run away from Shadows. As Shadows is trying to be his second shadow over there. Hanging onto the door through this Manji section. Putting it on the door. Trying to make any mistake come out of Dank Prince as he hits the wall.
Oh, exactly what he needed to force potentially an OMT.
I think this is an OMT. I think it's a great situation for an OMT.
I mean, that's a 0 in the lead. But
That is.
I mean, that's OMT for me. Granted, Ryan zeroed out, or Six Shadows, you know who I'm talking about. Six Shadows zeroed out Dank Prince from over angling in the first run, and then Dank Prince zeroed himself out, and it screams OMT to me. We'll see what the judges say.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty clear-cut OMT for me.
Whew. Needed a big deep breath after that one. Dog.
Breathe, Chris. Do breathing exercise. You need air.
I should have bought one of those like breathing treatment things.
I'm telling you, you need the ball in the cup.
The ball, yeah, dude. I do. I probably do. OMT across the board, all the way. Hell, I think even the drivers wanted that. But we'll see.
I'm always wondering if Dank Prince kind of sent it just a little bit too far back into there just to make sure we got a good run out of it.
Hell, I doubt it. I think he wanted to win. I think he was just giving her hell, and let him rip, but we're doing the chat counter downer. Here we go.
So hopefully, can we achieve a clean start first try? We can.
Yeah, let's go. All right. Six Shadows kicking us off here. Dank Prince right behind him. Six Shadows throwing that angle there. Not over angling this time. Keeping it clean through here. A little bump over the rumble. Nice through the chicane. Dank Prince, though, definitely the second shadow, like Sid was saying before. That was a fantastical run from both drivers there. It was very good. Nothing to complain about.
I think that was the best lead we have. Watch him as he flicks to angle here and sits on it. Wheels not moving too much, just a little bit of shimmying. I think the biggest impression, though, that final outside zone. He flicks to angle, has massive angle, and doesn't slow down. He just continues on like nothing happened. There you go. He just sits.
Does a really good job massaging the angle of where it needs to be with the way that turn moves itself, like forces you to go.
It does. Hats off to him there. So let's see what
Dank Prince hats off to Dank Prince for sticking with him, man. He was there. Six Shadows is gonna have to put some oomph into it.
Put that extra sauce on it, stank style. Dank Prince throwing it in. Shadows being true to his name, mimicking every ounce of angle that man has over there. Checking up just a little bit too much in that outer zone right there, but as you can see, he's clawing back. Sitting in the smoke there, appearing from it, onto his door. Just a little bit of baby kisses on the front, trying to make sure he doesn't zero himself out, but I think this is a close run. I think this is the tightest battle we've had in terms of clean runs.
Run 2, I think, is where it's going to come down to. You know, the drivers were told to not be on those inside rumbles in the lead. Both drivers here dropped a tire on the inside in the lead. In different spots, granted. But I just saw Dank Prince miss the final inside clip. He was wide of that.
He did.
It was wide of that. So that's another thing to factor into there. But let's try to dissect it from Six Shadows' point of view. He totally jumps the inner in the chase in the first clip, and then is coming through here, manages to get his way back on the door. Dank is wide there. Six is also wide there. Gets up in the zone, but Dank Prince is heavy on the brake at the end. I don't know. Maybe flip over to run 1. Let's see what run 1 has to offer again. It's just so hard to pick apart at times. It's because, okay, Six Shadows grabs all the clips, gets the zone, does the thing. Run 2 is where the problems are.
I was about to say, I think that biggest issue is going to be who's the more at fault. Six Shadows for jumping that first inner clip, or Dank Prince for leading both of them wide on this final inner clip. I think that's the biggest one, as well as look, he's heavy on the brake there. It looks like he's still accelerating, but he's not moving nowhere at all.
I don't know, partner. I don't know. I ordered those mints, by the way.
I don't blame you. I'd be throwing some lozenges or mints down my throat if I had what you had right now.
I ordered an ungodly amount, dude.
See, I think everyone needs like a hard candy or like a mint to suck on. You know how
light those are? You know how light those are? Those little mints, like individually, like weight-wise, like they don't weigh very much, right? You know, like the soft wedding mint ones, they're really tiny.
They're probably like what, maybe tiny. Like half an ounce, maybe quarter of an ounce.
Oh, way less than that per one.
Per one.
I don't think we're thinking about the right thing. Well, I ordered 2 pounds worth.
All right, so you got easily over probably about 200 to 300 of these things now in your possession.
Probably 1,000, brother.
Man, I hope so.
Bro, I don't know. I got you.
Yeah, you send me over. Let me make sure I'm thinking about the right thing.
I'm gonna send you a picture of what I'm talking about here.
All right, and we do have a decision. As we were talking about Amazon soft mints,
yeah, dude,
we did get a decision in.
Less than $15.
I'll pause. Oh, I have not seen these before.
Or like they're like they also look like this.
Yeah. All right, but before the Buttermints, Six Shadows takes the win on a split decision. 2 judges going over to Sick. One driver won, another OMT, thinking there was enough sheer fault between the two. As we got Joseph K in the lead and Bun Shy throwing it up next. Let's see who goes against 6 Shadows in the top 16.
J Bun. Bun J.
Shyster.
Bun.
The Big Daddy lover. Dude, he's been on his crash out vibes in the morning.
Poor guy. Not a morning person, Bun.
No, he is not. In the square pants livery. We're sending him off here.
Man.
Joseph K up front.
Yeah, ripping it in. Bun getting a little bit. Joseph getting a little bit outside. Bun getting a little inside, but they're making it look nice here towards the back end. Joseph. Oh, Bun getting a little close there almost. Way close on transition. Not in the. There he is. There he's getting in the pocket. He was trying to shut me up, I guess.
I puckered twice during this run.
Yeah, there's a lot of.
Yeah,
there were scary moments.
First, we got Bun missing outside zone 1. Then we got the dirt drop by Joseph, causing both to check up. Both of them saving it there, getting straight back into the run like nothing even happened. Then we got this transition here. He's making me pucker. Hey, he's making me nervous here. The man's driving like a man possessed. All right, we got Shysters in front. Joseph, that E36 making its nice return once again, as seems like a driver favorite over here. Entering in nice. No mistakes on the front end. Bun Shy placing the car exactly where it needs to be. Joseph K following him, putting pressure on him. I think knowing he has a slight bit of a deficit. Bun throwing tons of angle before that final inner clip, and Joseph surging up onto him in that decel zone, causing contact and causing Bun to incomplete his run, if I am correct. I do not think that was a fault by Bun.
That's the way it looked to me, man.
But I'm not a judge, so we'll see what they make of it. They got the fancy slowdown and Jaggers.
Let's watch run 2 back here. Let's see how this falls apart.
All right. You can see
we
here.
got decel, good, clean, nice. Surge taps the front, and it does kind of. I can see where that could cause Bun to hit the wall. You know.
I mean, it really.
I can definitely see that upsetting the lead there.
Especially because you gotta minimize. Focus in. I don't know why I said minimize. Focus in on where he tapped him, which is that front suspension. So he taps that front right there. That's going to send you just a little bit too much.
Yeah. And Bun does stay in it, you know. I mean, he does stay in it. So good on him for doing that. But, I mean, I think ultimately, and given what happens in run 1, Joseph goes 2 tires off, I think, in that outer 2, I believe. Was it outer 2 that he went off? That was out. Yeah, I think those two combined. I think drivers, judges are going to slide it to Bun. But we do have a call, and we'll be popping over to that.
Yes, sir. And looks like they need to fix who's going to be their cameraman for their fancy angles. As 1, 2, and 3 judges for Bun Shy taking the win. Another one for Team Red finally.
Team Trance popping up. We got the Spite Rivals Revival. Is that what? Wait. Put a pin in that. Put a pin in that.
I gotta write it. I gotta find paper. Give me a minute. Handle this. I gotta write names.
We're not quite ready to go. We're swapping cams, so we're gonna let the driver sit on the line for a moment, and it'll be hot hooting, ready to go, man.
Where's a pen when you need one? I hate this. You know what? I need to tattoo myself now, I guess. Slave, where's the tattoo gun? I need it. I need to make a tattoo now. I think we're just waiting to see when our judges give confirmation that their camera's fully swapped over. So, waiting here for just a moment. We got Furbs in that beautiful 180. And we got Static in Grizz's personal favorite, the Mercedes.
Yeah, I like that. I like that car. Bun Shy, get out of the server. I like the C63. That's my favorite. All right, judges are ready. And I'm just happy to be here. All right, here we go. The boys are back in town. Furbs in the 180. Static Shitbox. Far behind here. Really needing to catch up to Furbs. Furbs is just putting it down. Oh, okay. There he is. He's here. And he's on the door as we get through the second half. Furbs pouring the angle on. Oh!
Oh. Furbs, please. You had such a nice lead. Please.
I'm mad that he made me make that noise. Someone's gonna clip that.
I think I've just found my new alert sound that I want on my phone.
Yeah. Well. Okay. That'd be interesting. You just hear someone moaning, like you're in an aquarium and forget to put your phone on silent.
Just in my back pocket, just.
All right.
Static Shitbox.
Furbs
Throwing it up.
left, so yeah. What is going on?
Okay. Why?
Why?
Hold
on, let me shoot a DM. No.
Let's take a second. It might been bit of a little error on Furbs, or hit a button real quick that he wasn't supposed to. It might be like me, have a button box where he has an auto-bound pit button, but I also have a closeout ready to go just in case I need to really get out of somewhere quick, save a replay. So could be just a slight mistake on him, but obviously we can let Shitbox figure himself out, get some new tires reset for all that as we figure out what's going on with Furbs. These are wonderful sponsors are up there. We got Curlworks, PRP. We got Vosan, our lovely partners, as well as Cal Automotive. We got Moza, the most important one for me, and Status Racing.
Yeah. All right. Well, I mean, Furbs ain't here, and he hasn't sent me a message. And man, I don't know. I think we just got to move on at this point. We don't need to just be hanging out. So,
No.
For the time being, I'm gonna move Static Shitbox along. Static, lucky boy, you get yourself a little bye. And then now we got to do Slammed and TT Aryan.
Yeah.
So Static, if you just want to rip one, go ahead and rip one, bud. Yeah,
Tofu.
You want a little rip it? You want to rip it?
A little rip skipoo.
Alright, give me a rip it.
Yeah, as you can already see, Slammed and TT Aryan lining up in the back. Static getting a free run, getting out.
Oh, giving her all the beans. I like that line. I like that line he just did there.
Yeah,
he's
he's
showing
showing
out
off
there a little
beautiful,
bit. Yeah.
Showing off
Look at
that beautiful
those
C63 for you.
Look at those curves, dude. Look at the curves. Look at the curves.
I love these cars. I got the chance to drive one. One of my buddies is a technician for Mercedes, and this is his personal daily driver. And by far one of the most. It's one of my favorite cars I've ever driven.
I want that one. That the year and model of the one in our pack is. I will have one day. I will.
Oh yeah, I don't blame you.
Dude, can't wait. All right, we got
Slammed.
Slammed and Aryan hitting this one off. Let's let it rip. Slammed got that custom skin as well. Got purple FC, looking good, looking like the Hulk out here, purple and green. And Aryan, Doorhouse S15, as we fly through. Slammed, riding that line kind of like Static was. Looking good with it, but Aryan not letting him get out of his reach. Contact and contact. Aryan a little bit too close to him in the decel. Slam staying in it, but ultimately I believe the fault's going to be on Aryan there. What do you think, Sit?
Yeah, unfortunately, it is part of that decel zone right there. You do have to give some room for your chase driver to slow down, as you should be expecting. So I think it's going to be pretty clear cut. This is Aryan. So Slam's got a clear advantage going into this. So I think personally, if I'm on Slam side, I'd be taking it nice and easy, not giving up too much proximity, but definitely hanging it back a little bit just to see what's gonna happen. Testing out my lines for the future runs. As you can see, we're up on the line. Aryan's going to have to lay down the lead of a century, run away from Slam, but I don't think Slam's going to make that happen. As we throw it in, Slam putting it on his door, trying to smash that door like the Hulk he is, being that second Shadow to him like Shadow should have been in that run 1, and the Aryan's making the mistake in that wall.
Oh,
Slam,
no.
I think you just won. I don't think we gotta wait too long for this one. Yep. Yeah, there we go. That's slammed. Taking it off. And Grizz, I believe we got our final group of top 32 coming in now.
We're about to get it cracking here. Just a minute. Just here a minute. We gotta call them up. You want to do the honors?
Yeah. All right, we got our final group of the night. We got Max Jagger, Zen Swirly, Brandon Surt, our newest addition to Team Shadowrealm, by the way. Congratulations on joining the cult. Zylus, our boy SR Nibbish, FL JAFO, got Frederick Blockas, and AOM's Garrett Shaw. Make our way on into the server. Let's get this ready to rock. Get this final top 32 out of the way.
Let's get it pumping.
Yeah, let's get it pumping, mate. Am I doing a good impression of Ping right now? Just a little bit quiet, just a little bit Australian.
Yeah.
Pretty bad accent.
Oh, brother.
I love our boy Ping.
Yeah, that's fun. That's a good one.
Ugh. What are you talking about?
Dude, okay, hello. Can we chill for a minute? Can we chill? Can we stop whining? Yeah.
See, I knew you made the decision when you got a dog that was like half Great Pyrenees. You're gonna get to this stage of just whining, and they always do it.
Yeah, she. Well, I mean, we had no. I just thought she was cute when I get her. Oh
yeah.
And
it's only at night.
And then we find out, like, my grandma got us DNA testers.
Oh yeah. So what she ended up being? Because I don't think we found out fully.
Yeah, so she's like almost 50% German Shepherd, and then she's 22 something percent Great Pyrenees, and then the rest is Retriever lineage, is what it said.
Ah, okay.
So she's got a lot of brains and prettiness, and that just fucking sucks because she gets everything she wants.
I think any good dog owner will give their cute puppy dog no matter what, anything they want.
Way she goes, man.
Jaeger, your favorite car's back up again.
Yeah, dude, and he's got a cool skin on it too. Ripping it. Zen Swirly and that RX-7 too. That's his favorite car in the pack. I know that for a fact. These gentlemen are locked into one another. Max Jagger swinging that thing. But Zen Swirly not letting him get too far, making a couple of compromises, dropping a tire there at the very end to make sure he stayed on there. But that proximity is going to pay off.
It is, and I'm truly liking the line Max running there. Not on too many mistakes that I saw on my end, given Zen the perfect amount of opportunity to get up on his door at any chance he needed, maximizing every zone, making sure to get to the absolute edge, almost dirt dropping two of those outer zones, that Manji section, almost punching the clip and getting into that zone nice and early, finishing off clean. Zen's in there like the shadow he needs to be. I think Zen's got a little bit of ground to make up, so let's see what he does in this this lead run and how Jaeger's going to react to it. As we send him off, Big Way Gang RX-7 Zen Swirly's running away from the competition, making sure to get that gap there. I think Jaeger needs to start closing up that gap. He's going to be in trouble. And he's trying to. He's trying to in that Manji section there. And oh! I think Jaeger might have it now. I think that tap from Swirl was enough of a big correction to make that it's gonna lean in the favor of Jaeger. Jaeger, I think, almost making an independent mistake behind him, potentially following the chase driver. So I think it's gonna be maybe a shared fault there, and we're gonna get Jagger as our victor here. Well, we gotta wait for the judges what they gotta say. I ain't one, thankfully, today. So what flavor them? How many mints does it say? You got a 2-pound bag, but does it say the count on it? I gotta check this now.
Let me look. I'll check for you.
All right, yeah. As we're still waiting for judge call.
Let me figure this out. Let me look at my Amazon account. Oh my God, yeah, 2 pound. Whoa, that's a lot.
You gonna be popping them like candies over there the whole day.
We'll be here in 2 days. I don't know, man. I don't know how many are in there. A lot.
All right, hold up. I gotta do science work now. Give me a minute. I'll be.
Yeah,
give me like 2 minutes.
Yeah, you figured it. You're the math guy. Figure it out. Figure it out. It's
all right. This is.
I'm trying to look.
I know math. I know something. Okay, they're 1 gram each, so it's 1 gram. 1 gram is
really?
pounds to grams.
Oh wait, here we go.
2 pounds to gram. That's not here.
1 pound.
So there should be almost 950 to maybe 900 mints, if I've done my math correctly.
Those are pretty big bags from the looks of things on the pictures. I don't know. Hey, I'm happy.
Hey, you're gonna be popping on my candy. I know the mint soothed my throat many a times when I had pneumonia myself as a child.
Heck yeah. No, they're good stuff. I need them. I don't know. I need them. I just need them.
Yeah.
All right. We got a call. And I think it's all going to come down to what happened in run 2 here, man.
Unfortunately.
Let's watch it finish playing out here just so we get another view of it. But
yeah, you can see Jagger kind of trailing behind there, surging up in this final outdoor section. And as we see, Zen just a little bit too much.
A little bit too hard. But whoa. Wait. We don't have a call, actually.
Oh.
That's actually, I wasn't going to say anything, but I noticed that. All right, the judges picked something up.
Oh.
Okay, well, that didn't affect anything. Never mind. All right. All right.
Max gonna take the win here over Zen Swirly.
Moving on. Max moving on.
Yes, unfortunately, run 2 was a 0-0, so it was all judged on run 1 as Swirly hit the wall at the very end there, and Max actually failed to initiate before that final 3rd cone over there.
Yep, so it all got added back to the run numero uno. Run 2 actually didn't matter, I guess, if you want to look at it like that. I don't know.
It was
Any hoodles.
Points.
We got Brandon Surratt and Zylus kicking this one off.
It's a beautiful skin. Do you know who made Zylus' skin?
Yeah, Slade J, dude. Slade J made all the skins, man.
Ooh.
Slade J's the skin man. He's the production man. He's the dude. He wears so many hats. I gotta give a lot of props to that man. He does a lot for Shadowrealm and the community, dude.
I need to get him a custom hat that just says "in charge of things" and many things.
No, just say it. Just on the hat it says "one of many." Yeah, Tofu Ripple.
Jack of all trades.
All right, dude. 2 really good looking cars here. You got Brandon Surratt in that C63, Zylus in the 86. Surging a little bit, but managing to stay in there. Surratt locked in here, very smooth. Zylus fading a little bit, but managing to be where he needs to be. Brandon Surratt in the wall a little bit, but not affecting his line as much as I really thought it was going to. Pretty surprising.
No. I think Zylus had, in that, at least in this first section, this first half, I think he had one of the closest falls we've seen tonight. He is truly on that door, and once you get into that first section of the Manji, you can see he is still sitting on that door into the transition here, and this is where he gives a little bit of breathing room just to make sure that Brandon has enough room to decel. And all those causes of had to check up there, making sure Brandon has enough room to actually complete his run and not hit the wall.
Yeah.
Props off to Zylus. That beautiful GT 86, one of my personal favorites from the pack. I like having not a whole bunch of extra weight on the rear end. I like having my short bumper.
I like that car. It's a snappy old girl. Woo!
They are.
It is compared to the C63, which is obviously what I drive the most. But.
Oh yeah, big body. I like my snaps. As you can see, Zylus put into use, snapping to angle here. Brandon falling just a little bit behind. Zylus maximizing each one of his zones. Brandon surging up into this inner clip here, I think causing him a bit of trouble there with that little tap. As you can see, he's faded away into the background. He needs to make something quick. As Zylus placing it on the bumper, his bumper on that wall. I think this is going to go to Zylus. And I think, unfortunately,
I do agree.
Brandon just had that little tap there, and he checked up just a little bit too much, and I think it cost him the run.
I think it did. No, little mistakes like that, it's gonna big problem.
Especially in this Manji section here, where it's full pedal down, no matter what. If you lift at all, you're getting gaffed by that lead driver at all.
Oh yeah, way she goes, man.
And we do got a call, and it's gonna be Zylus over Brandon Surt.
Zylus indeed moving on. Up next, Shadowrealm's Nibbish against FL JAFO. A little
Bro, JAFO.
Yeah, I think we got a slick SpongeBob skin making an appearance again. Here, the Flying Dutchman. Oh yeah.
Got that Florida Joe fella.
Yeah.
I like them bikini bottom skins that Mr. Slay made. Killing it out here with the skin game. That nice P92.
Victory screech here, Nibbish. Leading off this battle in that A80. The Flying Dutchman flies into the initiation. Oh, JAFO fading. In a little bit of a weird area there. Nibbish kind of taking off with it now. JAFO needing to get back in line where he needs to be. And he does a little bit, making sacrifices. But getting in there. Nibbish keeping it steady in the lead position. No zeros. We're good to go for run 2.
See, I think he made the class mistake of, he had the smoke on. You need to turn it off, because as you can see, I think he got stuck right here in the smoke line, and he just doesn't know when to transition over there.
I think smoke line or not, I think he didn't set himself up properly on initiation there. I think that made a big upset. He had a lot of momentum going into there.
He did.
He didn't look very controlled. He looked like he was skating, you know?
He was trying to fight for every ounce of his life to make sure he wasn't going to fling off to the side, at least trying to make something happen towards the end. And unfortunately, it's ended up in Nibbish's favor. So we just need to get Mr. Joe to the line. Nibbish over there as the Flying Dutchman, going to pilot his ship to a win here unless FL Joe can make something happen in this lead. Oh, JAFO, you wanna pull up a little bit more? You're just gonna
please make your way to the line if you don't mind.
You just wanna scoot a little bit.
Thank you, sir. Yes, thank you. Okay, there we go. Should be good to go now. Rip it and rip it. Here we go, baby.
All right, FL JAFO, gotta make something happen here. You gotta throw down a killer lead run, and Nibbish is gonna sit there and apply that pressure. A lot better situation than Joe is in that chase, following everything along that he needs to do. Missing a little bit of that outside zone. Joe throwing a ton of angle. And there's that beautiful wall once again.
Yep, I think that'll be one for Nibbish here.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be a quick decision. There we go. It's going to be almost an instant decision as Nibbish is going to take this.
Nibbish moving on. And then JAFO going to have to hop out so that Frederick Blockas can get in that E92.
As we are getting ready for our final battle of the top 32 with Frederick Blockas and Garrett Shaw.
Yeah? But yeah, we need JAFO out of that car, please.
We're not trying to be mean. We just need you to leave.
Okay, there we go. Yeah. We just need the car.
Nothing personal.
Mm-mm.
But no, I need to make myself a quick Amazon order. I got projects to work on with my brake lights. I need my 12-volt power source so I can have a fancy Porsche light sit next to me when I'm in my sim rig.
Yeah.
Hopefully everyone has something fun planned, unlike Mr. Grizz, who unfortunately is going to be staying home resting up with his pneumonia.
Yes, sir.
Hopefully most people got something planned for their nice Labor Day, having hopefully a Monday off. I'm personally excited for it. I get to sleep in another day and not look at dirt another day. That's great.
Yeah. The dirt.
Got to make I got to make a nice little trip to Chicago though last weekend, so I'm gonna enjoy this relaxing weekend.
Your shots from that were incredible, by the way.
I appreciate
your
that.
Photos. Buddy. Oh my God! I saw you post them on Instagram, and I was delirious with a fever whenever you posted them. And I was gonna, I started to type something, and I was like, I should just tell him in person. And they're incredible, man. They're so good.
Oh yeah. Appreciate
it. They look. I feel like you're there, man.
Yeah, we got Mr. Blockhouse and Garrett Shaw up for our final runs of the top 32 here as we send it off. Garrett Shaw and his reliable 370Z, Frederick Blockhouse in that beautiful E92. Ooh. Entering on the door.
Oh God.
Good transition here. Garrett's not giving him too much room here. Really putting it on the door like he needs to for this run. I think almost impeding transition there.
Oh, there's contact.
If I'm not correct. Yeah. Blockhouse just throwing a bit too much angle in that final outer zone, and that was a clean one, but it was also a little messy. Little messy. I think we need to watch this replay real quick.
Yeah, there was contact. I think I'm certain in that transition. Yeah. Oh man, what an entry though.
It was. That was beautiful. Both drivers entering nice and close. And you see here.
Right here, he gets too close. Boom.
Yep.
Well,
yep.
How much? I mean, they hit. I guess. Well, they hit. I mean, there's no question there's a deduction happening there to some degree, but. Oh, brother. All right, let's see what happens.
See what the judges make of it as the second half of this run gets started.
Pop it off. All right, Rizzo kicking this one off. Garrett Shaw leading it. Frederick in the chase. Not quite as... Oh, there he goes. He's getting close as Rizzo was in his lead. Taken off. Oh, wow. Gets... Oh, lost in the smoke potentially. See what he makes of it, Frederick, as we get into the end. Judges have a doozy on their hands.
Garrett is a absolute mastermind in the hands of that 370Z. He knows it inside and out. I don't think I've ever seen him use anything else.
He's an animal, dude. He's got a hell of a Z in real life too. Quite the car.
Yes. Yes.
Eight cylinders of hell yeah under the hood too. I mean it's nasty.
Yeah, might as well drive in the sim, which you drive in real life, get some good practice for when the car's set up correctly.
Yeah, no, he sent me a couple of pictures of it, and I was like, "That you gotta stop sending me pictures of that."
You can make some bad financial decisions.
Oh man, if I could, I would.
Yeah, I'm helping my buddy out just a little bit. Hyperfest was not super long ago, but kind of long ago, like 4 months. I did some blind golf cart driving over there, and because the beautiful boys over at Excetti sponsor some of the more free events over there, I actually was able to win a stage 1 or stage 2 clutch kit from them. So to help my buddy out. Yeah, I was able to help my buddy out. Got him a stage 2 club for his 350 for whenever he decides to throw the beautiful V8 into that car and get it drift ready to go. I've got a nice reliable daily driver. He's got the one with the fun car that needs the kit, so I'll help him out as much as I can.
Heck yeah! All right.
Still, I see some typing, but we're still just waiting for a call on who's taking it. Who's gonna go against Nibbish? We got Shaw. We got Blockas. And we do got a decision, but it is not unanimous. These judges slide them. We got one for Garrett. Ooh. Sorry, 2 for Frederick. And an OMT.
2 for Frederick and an OMT in the middle. All right, that's how we're going to fill up our top 16. Our top 16 is built. But we're going to take a short little break here. And everybody get a nice glass of water. And have y'all watch a commercial, and then we'll be back in a moment.
Yeah. Please come back to us.
I can't breathe until you let me. I took a bullet to my chest and I buried all the empty pieces that I left behind. A voice inside my head, I'm getting lost inside my fate. If the world wants us dead, I'd rather die in your embrace. I can't believe in a ghost, buried deep below. I can't believe in something that remains under the ground. I can't believe in a ghost. I can't believe in a ghost. It's the planet destruction. Tear me apart, rebuild my eyes.
16. You know what that means. If I call your name, get in the server, please. Serene, Gambit, Chillmate, Suzuya, Chaos, Lugo, Manny, ATL. All right, thank you.
We appreciate your cooperation with the Shadowrealm cult.
Oh, hey. Hey, oh. Ooh. Big word there. Big word there.
It's a following.
Small big word there. I don't know, feather. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man.
Hey, I'm just saying we got a following. That's all I want to say.
Make me uncomfortable, man.
Do we need to make the Church of the Realm?
Oh,
Church of
God,
Shitbox?
no, please, no, God. I'm not doing, no, we don't pay anything, no. You gotta generate income to pay taxes in the first place.
Yeah. All right.
But, wait, you guys are onto something. The voice in my head and Mr. Dr. Sid are making me think things.
Good.
All right, we're here. We're ready to go. We got SLI Serene in the lead and that E36 and AO and Gambit in the chase. We're ready to fly, I believe. Here we go. Good, clean start. Two nice little coupes battling it out together. Here we go. Serene on it. Gambit not letting him get far away. Really putting the pressure on as we start to get through this straight here. Bumper to bumper transitions from the looks of things. Holy hell. Great angle from Serene as we go into the final inner clip. Massages it onto the wall towards the end. Gambit keeps himself safe in the pocket. I like it. I like it a lot. Mountains in the background.
That is what I was waiting to see. I knew it was going to be a good one as soon as I saw the matchup formulate, and it proved me right. Gambit putting it on his door the whole run, delivering what the chase should be doing, and Serene throwing down a amazing lead run, allowing Gambit to run as close as he did that entire time. Running zones correctly. Little bit of a checkup, kind of had to massage himself into the zone there, but otherwise a fantastic lead run from Serene. Let's see if Gambit can complete the pair as we get them lined up and get ready to send off as Tofu unleashes that S14, barreling down towards that front straight with that E36 chasing him. Snapping the angle like Gambit knows how to, massaging it. Serene checking up a little bit. We'll have to see what happened there, see if it's just a little bit of contact or if he had to check up a bit too much. Gambit doing needs to do, enter that zone nice and early, just a little bit of foot brake to make sure he can stay in that zone. And that was clean.
Quite the ball ride. I like that.
I want to see what happened in that second inner clip there, because Serene checked up for some reason and lost a bit of proximity. I'm not sure what, so I'm paying attention to run 2 right now, because yeah, it seemed like he just didn't give enough room for Gambit and just failed to transition completely. So we shall see what the judges make of that. But
I'm lying. I don't know, man.
I personally would love to see an OMT. I love these drivers. I think this is an amazing matchup. You saw it in run 1. It was amazing. And you could see the start of it at run 2, and then Serene, unfortunately, I think made a small mistake there.
Impeded the transition. I think it'll come down to that. I think that was the biggest mistake that occurred in the runs.
It was. They both kind of had
little issues and hiccups and bobbles here and there, but nothing that was like a big like boom. You know what I mean? That did impede Gambit's line. You know?
It did, and I think that's unfortunate. Just Serene just wanted to, knowing he has to put it on the door, Gambit, and just misjudged that transition just a little bit too much.
Serene made up for the mistake really well. Like he hopped right back in the line where he needed to be really well, but I just don't think it makes up for the mistake, unfortunately.
But well, we'll see what the judges say. Obviously, they got a way better view of that than we do. Looking at it from downtown or football field length away, we can only see so much. We can kind of judge what the attitude of the car is doing. Your puppy dog all nice and settled now, Grizz?
I don't know, dude. She's hanging out with her older brother. And I say older just because he's old. Yeah, they get rowdy, man. They'll just start playing out of nowhere, and which is great. Like, it's awesome. Keeps the old dog young, keeps the young dog chipper,
Young.
whatever.
Yeah.
And but the old dog, whenever he's done, and then he turns into an asshole all of a sudden. Starts trying to bite her and like go after her, and she's like, "Whoa, what the hell?" It's kind of funny to watch sometimes, but, you know.
But we do got a decision.
Hey, we do. Let's go.
And I think it deserves some a little bit of discussion because I didn't see Serene taking this. It seems that Gambit had actually failed to initiate in the chase, causing him to zero out the run before it even started. So let's pay attention to that.
That would have been
first
run.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he doesn't.
So unfortunately, it's going to go to Serene. And I think Serene here caught a lucky break. As you can see, he clearly initiates in the middle of that first zone right there. So as much as as much as Serene may have impeded him, you can't really fault a zero. So moving on to the next run, we got Kinetics, Chillmate, we got Liam Suzuya about to send it off the line, both in E36s, running that beautiful Curlworks and Shadowrealm skin. Initiating on the door, Suzuya sitting there, nice in that pocket that he needs to be, allowing Chillmate that room to transition there. Following nice and closely like he needs to. A little bit less angle, a little bit shallow. Kind of needs to make up some proximity here as he is towards the end of that zone. I think he did everything he needs to do, but I think there's going to be some little decisions here and there that he had to make, just cutting back the angle in some of these areas. It seems like Chillmate's got a really good setup on that car, judging by the way the angle differences on both of them.
Yeah, I mean, he's really solid there. I mean, Suzuya is shallower on angle in the chase, but Chillmate's just hanging it out there the entire time. And I think that's something the judges may take into consideration is, you know, they've got a hell of a lot more angle in the lead. You got to kind of match that in the chase. I mean, the chase is all about matching that lead position. So, well, here we go.
I think it's going to be
half.
Interesting for Chillmate to see what he does in this chase position now.
Oh yeah, Chill out here, Chase, and Suzuya in that lead position. Left foot braking a little bit through that first bit, but keeping it smooth. Chillmate doing a better job mimicking angle. Not quite there with the proximity through. Most of it dives on the door of Suzuya, but does not hit him. Miraculous. What the hell? All right,
Please.
cool, man.
Can y'all stop giving me attacks in that zone?
Yeah, dude,
please.
this is not cool, man. Dude, my body's already fighting shit. I don't need to be doing this, too. This is making me scared. Dog.
I'd like to point out how Chillmate was able to adapt almost immediately to how much angle Suzuya was running there. He's matching that angle perfectly in almost every zone, mimicking every move he can. Not as much proximity as I think he had, but I think he mimicked the lead driver perfectly in every zone.
The judges, I think they might get messy about run one and the might be another late initiation issue. I don't know. I just looked at it again. It's a close call.
All right, I'm gonna have to pay attention on the second round. I did not see that.
Man, watch this. He was weight transferring over the line, so I don't know. Maybe.
I think they're gonna kind of let it slide.
Probably. We'll see.
Yeah.
We have a call. Let me see which way it goes. Red or purple? Red. Chillmate. Moving on.
All right, that's one red, one purple.
Up next, Lupo Chaos against Lugo Drifts.
Lupo y Lugo.
Lupo in the lead. Lugo in the chase. Ready to rock and roll? We are. That light goes green. All right, we got a good clean initiation. Nice and smooth thus far. Lupo Chaos. Good angle and good coverage of these zones through the straight. Grabbing that inner real nice and good. Wall ride. Lugo surging in with a little bit of unsure angle, but manages to keep it together. I think Lupo Chaos could have sold there and made it look well, but he didn't.
And I will give that to him. Sorry, I actually wasn't paying attention a whole bunch. Dank Prince brought something up in the YouTube chat that I was focused on. Is that American Trucking Sim's coming to console?
It is.
I'm excited for that one.
It is.
However, while I was distracted by that, I did see that Lupo was throwing a killer lead run, and Lugo just happened to give that a little bit of a baby tap. I think it would have been easy for some drivers to kind of bail out after that contact there into the wall, and I was glad to see that he was able to hold it and finish out the run. Just a little bit of baby tap.
Hold it.
You're good.
Right.
You're good.
You're good.
As we send off Lugo Drifts and Lupo in the chase now. Lugo getting a little bit of advantage off that lead run right there. Lupo having to surge just a little bit and cut some angle there. Settling into the pocket now. Still kind of gapping him though. As they do a nice surge in this decel zone. Seems to be a driver favorite now as he really sucks in there. Not giving him a tap. I think this would kind of go either way from how I saw the runs. I don't think there's any real wins or losses on this one outside of they're so similar names. It's Lugo or Lupo. I can't quite remember. Tapped on that final outside zone. I think that might be a decider, if anything.
Sorry.
You still dying?
Yeah, no, I had a moment. We're good.
That's fine.
Appreciate you, big dog. Stepping up big tonight, man. Mr. Dr. Sit, the scientist in fucking charge. He's the guy.
I am now the sick instead of the sit.
He's my doctor now.
I may not know much things, but I know one thing. Back to the bad. Yes, sick. I know I like to talk, all right? I can ramble.
Liz, Mr. Dr. Sit is in the perfect position right now. We have
I
the
can
man.
talk about many things.
He's doing the right things in all the right ways.
As we're still waiting for a decision. I could talk about many things and many stuff. I know multiple things and stuffs.
Oh, woo! I want to get one of those like massaging office chairs, man.
Dude, I've been debating on
Vibrate
getting
there, you plug it into a wall and it vibrates your butt, dude. I want one.
See, I'm debating on the foot massagers that sit on the desk that I kind of put my feet into. I think that's kind of one of my favorites. Yeah, Serene. He kind of needs one of those that the mall machines grids where you kind of just sitting there.
Yeah.
Full body experience.
Oh, dude, and then I need the thing that holds the monitors over my head.
You truly need like the gamer setup.
I want to be Potato Man. What's that movie Wall-E where it's all the fat people floating around on the little like pods and shit, and they just have like see-through screens? Oh, our results are in. Lupo Chaos getting the win. Sorry, we weren't paying attention, guys.
Back to Wall-E. Yeah, you need one of those things.
Yeah, dude, I want to do that, dude. I lost all the weight, but I still want the machine, dude.
Yeah, you slimming down off that weight now.
Yeah, big dog. I'm fucking like a lot. I don't know, a lot down. Whatever it is.
Hey, any down from the start, unless it's less heavy, that's always good for your health there.
Yes, sir, dude. Feeling great, looking good. So
Yeah.
like that. But up next, we got Manny and SSR ATL Drifts. This is gonna be a big one. This is gonna be a good run.
Yes, this is the other one I was kind of waiting for. Ooh.
Yeah.
Come on, ATL. I need you. I need you at the
SSR.
line.
There he is, representing the team Sink Skin, the Seth Miller special. Rest in peace to that. We're gonna send it for Seth on this run. These boys locked in. Manny with a lot of angle coming off there. ATL doing a good job making himself safe there in the pocket, but staying close. Going into this final interclip and this decel to transition. Manny, a little bit of a gap. ATL Drifts shores it up by the end. That was a good run. That entry was
solid.
That was a wild one.
That was I think my favorite entry I've seen today so far into this zone. I think it allows you to really have freedom of how you enter that zone, just due to how much speed you can pick up before you start flicking into that. Especially since it goes to another outer zone, really sets you up for being able to have a ton of speed to bleed off in that nice flick. But we're getting to the second half of the battle. Mr. Team Sync, SSR ATL Drifts leading. Manny falling behind, and that Jellyfish RX-7. And he's putting it on that door, jumping a little bit over, having to check up a little bit, going a bit inside off that zone. Managing to follow it correctly, tapping the bumper, throwing it in, move it to the side, trying to massage it.
Man, I think SSR ATL Drifts just had a better package deal there.
Unfortunately, I liked Manny's aggressiveness. I like seeing people put on the doors, but you need to be able to let your lead driver transition, which I think is the big thing here.
Oh yeah, sure. And Manny does a good job right here. Just kind of gets a little bit inside and run two right there, and doesn't set himself up very well to go through the straight, and then pops him on the bumper a little bit. I mean, he was doing everything he could to make up for it, but I don't think it's going to cut it. And looks like SSR ATL Drift's going to be moving on to our grade 8 here. But we got to figure out the next half of the grade 8. So we got to call up our next group of drivers. It's going to be Six Shadows and Bun Shy, DTD, FHM, Static Shitbox, No Pants Slammed, Drifting Magics, Max Jagger, Zylus, Nibbish, and Frederick Blockas.
I'm personally excited to see the Six Shadows Bun Shy run. I know them both be talking smack to each other.
They're going to be yapping back and forth at each other.
This is not only for.
I wish I could hop
top
out of
eights.
here and hop down there just to listen to what's going on in that chat.
Oh yeah, this is not only for top 8s. This is bragging rights right here. Is what this is.
Yeah, this is for points in the shit talking bucket.
Mm-hmm.
For sure, 100%.
So we shall see when they load in who's going to take this. That was my favorite part of Rivals, being able to come off a nice win off a sick, being able to have that shit talking points ready to go. Being able to
Oh,
back it
yeah.
up, I could say. That first event though, man, I didn't follow up on anything I said I was gonna do.
We all have those
That's all I
times.
remember.
We all have those times.
I swear that's all I remember from it is like, oh yeah, sweet, first round of Rivals. All right, I lost all of them. All right, sick.
Oh shit.
As we got the Bikini Bottom Drift team being represented on Six Shadows,
Oh, man, this is perfect.
at the RX-7, and the boat of a Bun Shy S650 as they send them off. Bragging rights and top 8 to win.
Ooh, oh man, ripping it. Ripping it. Oh yeah, he is Gary. The Mustang is Gary. Duh. Okay, that makes a little more sense. Oh god. Oh man. All right, yeah, Bun, aka Gary, in the chase, making the RX-7 look tiny. Making it look little. That's a big old snail. I don't know.
That's a big old snail. So what? I think that's probably Poseidon on that RX-7.
I think that's who it is. Is that right, Slay? King Poseidon? Or King Neptune. Yeah, King Neptune. That's right. Yeah.
Bold!
Ball!
Outside our chitter chatter.
Every
Six
time I
Shadows.
laugh, I cough. I'm dying over here. It gets the
Six
pickles
Shadows
moving.
laid down an amazing lead run. Bun Shy made a couple small errors in that. Definitely needs to hook up the proximity on this one. He's going to need to give it all the beans that snail can have. It might be slow, but he needs it to be the fastest snail on this planet. He needs to be turbo.
Yeah, dude. Yep. No, he's got to
turbo
get
snail.
it ripped. Gotta get it ripped. Hold on a minute. We got hang on. Hold.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi.
Uh-huh. Sorry, we're trying to work something on the back
okay,
end.
my bad. I thought you were Okay, my bad, Frederick. I misheard you. We're good to go, Tofu. Rip him.
Rip and rip it.
All right, here we go. We got Bun ripping off. Oh, they're both got V8s on. Yeah, they're both V8ing. Six Shadows getting into the butt of Bun Shy as they get to go through this straight here. Oh, that snail's trying to pull away, but King Neptune is pulling back his trident and sticking it into the side of Gary the snail.
I think Gary's shell has a bit of holes in it from how close Shadow was in some of those transitions.
It's a close one. I don't know. I want to go back and watch run 1 and kind of look at the proximity a little bit compared to run 2.
Yeah, you can see Bun kind of falls behind in run 1 and never really manages to catch up. Just keeps a constant gap of following there until we get to this final zone. I think he makes it up a little bit. Yeah, but he's
does at
cutting
the
angle
end
to do it.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a decision that comes down to proximity throughout.
Yeah,
proximity consistency, rather.
Correct. As both of them did amazing lead runs, it's just the proximity on the chases, I think, going to be the big decider on a lot of these runs, as we do have a decision from the judges. So when this replay finishes, we can slide them over onto the judges. And it's Six Shadows taking it. Earning the bragging rights for now. Bun Shy is going to go crawl back into his shell for until next round.
Gary the snail.
All right. And we got Static, Shitbox, and Slam pulling up to the line. Shitbox going to be leading. Slammed on his nuts is going to be chasing.
Slammed on his nuts.
Hey, it's how we all want our cars to be. We got a Static Shitbox that slammed on its nuts. This is the match made in heaven.
You dadgum bet.
We got our.
Here we go.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Static Shitbox leading off here, slammed in that chase position. Slammed, a lot of angle. Oh, okay. I understand why. It didn't look like it wasn't really a lot of angle, but he was compensating for what was going on in the lead position. Static Shitbox. Interesting initiation there. Slam doing his best here in the chase position to make up for it. Oh, Static Shitbox ultimately going off track. Not off track. Going to no drift. Will zero out his lead.
Yeah, and
Lucky
that's
for
going to
Slam.
be.
Not really having to worry about anything that happened here. But yeah, look at that initiation from Static. Definitely offline a little bit there, I think.
Yeah, he lucked out on this run, I will say. Slammed definitely got lucky. I think it was not the best initiation, but he was able to he's able to bring something back as Static made his own small mistake into that wall, which is going to get him all day.
Yeah, I think he did a good job dealing with what he had, for sure. But
I think he did. I think he did great, given the circumstances. But let's see how the shoe fits on the other foot as we get slammed up in that lead position over there in that FC. Send it off. Static initiating on that bumper almost. On good proximity. Allowing room for some transition. Checking up just a little bit. Still holding tried and true through the Manji section as we get into this tricky decel. And there it is. Just a little bit of a tap, but not enough to quite upset the lead to where it fell, but enough to where it's going to probably make the decision quite easy for that judges right there.
yep, I think that'll be slammed.
Yeah,
We
unfortunately.
have a call there.
Yeah, I think this was quite easy for the judges with unfortunately Static zeroing out in the lead run and then causing a slight contact on the chase, which I think he tried to push as hard as he could in that chase run because he knew that's all what he needed was anything to try and make up the gap. And there it is. Slam taking the win over Static Shitbox as we get into our next run with Drifting Max, Max Jagger, and Zylus. Max Jagger leading.
Max going to be in that C63 Zylus. GT86. This will be
I
a
do
good
like that
looking
seat.
run. These two cars together are going to look good. But that livery, I like it a lot. I really do. It fits the car well with the, I mean, obviously with the AMG. But you know.
It's a very motorsport inspired livery rather than the typical drift livery we see nowadays, like Zylus is running on that.
All right, let's see. What
Take
these
it away,
gentlemen
Grizz.
have to do here. Yeah, let's kick it off here. All right. Bunch of V8 action popping off here. Good initiation. Zylus jumping on the door of Max really quickly. As they get ready to go through the straight. Will there be a gap in proximity? Absolutely. Oh, maybe. Yep, there it is. Zylus needing to surge in at the very end. Does so. Oh. Both drivers in the wall. Who hit first? Did Zylus hit first and hit Max? Did Max hit on his own volition? What the hell happened?
I don't know. Let's see, because it started out really nice for Zylus over here, and it seems like in this one transition after the outer zone, he just has to have a slight gap. I just think some of these drivers are trying to purposely give a bit of gap there, especially for the decel. And it looks like Zylus hit the wall first, tapping Max Jagger, causing him to 0. So I believe it's going to be Zylus who's at fault for that, but we'll let the judges decide on their slow-mos when we get to the final decisions.
Yeah, man.
But Zylus is gonna need to put down a heater of a run, trying to run from Jaeger as fast as he can.
Go, Tofu. All right, here we go.
That beautiful GT86, that C63 on chase. Zylus flicking it in, doing good online, filling out zones. Max Jaeger falling a little bit behind. Probably want to get on bit on proximity, which he is over there. Chasing it up. Oh, this course acting a bit funky. Zylus really tucked into that wall as Max Jaeger's falling a little bit behind and falling out of the zone a little bit. But
he might have played a little safe, thinking he was in a safe position after that first run.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking he kind of did the. If it is what we think it is, I think Jaeger kind of pulled the correct decision of trying to hold it back just a little bit in this final outer zone, where a lot of drivers seem to be getting tricked up as they surge into this zone and not knowing when these drivers are going to light off into it and how fast they're going to be after that decel.
Yeah, he stayed pretty consistent there, though. I mean, that was good.
He was.
I think this is probably a tougher call for the judges than what we think it is.
Yeah, it's really going to come down to who's at fault for that run one, and it's really going to take looking at that run specifically in a very slow way, just to make sure they make the correct call. All of our judges are very cautious of trying to analyze every camera angle, making sure it happens.
Oh yeah. Oh, we can't go yet. We're waiting on a call.
As we are still waiting on the judges, I'm glad that Nibbish and Blockas are still at the line, ready to go, eager to run, but we are unfortunately got to wait for this decision of what's happening with Jaeger and Zylus first. The judge is carefully reviewing all that footage, I know for a fact, making sure that they can make it a very informed decision from all the angles they can. I can see in my head, Boost right now is saving the replay, trying to go back to get every angle he can to make sure that no one's having any chance of any doubts. You loving enjoying that pupper dog, Mr. Grizz. I know that for a fact.
What's that? Oof.
My brain kind of short-circuited trying to say a sentence, and now I don't know what I was going to say. I said something about pupper dogs, and you enjoying it.
It's all good, partner. Yeah, pup dogs are fun.
Yeah, pup dog fun.
No, I do.
Yep.
I was on my way to work this morning, and there was a dog out that had a collar on with no tag, and it was just like running around. And I stopped my car and I got out, and I was like, I'm gonna catch you and I'm gonna find your home. And the poor girl was too scared. She wouldn't get close to me. I felt so bad that I couldn't do anything. It's like, I felt defeated.
Yeah,
but
that's always, I feel like, the worst situation is when you see a dog walk around that has there's potential information on that collar, and you just it's just so scared that you can't do anything about it.
It might be chipped, they might be chipped or something. You never know. So I always try to do that. I found like between my wife and I, we found dogs their homes a couple of times by doing that. But Yeah, it's kind of a. I don't know. I like puppers.
Yeah. And we do have a decision, Grizz. So let's see what the judges make of this.
God. Okay, interesting. Going to Zylus.
Yeah, it looks like it was a Max and Zylus independently hit the wall on run 1, and it was dubbed a 0-0, so no fault to either driver there. So we just had that second run to judge off of.
And they go to Zylus ultimately. So, well, it is what it is. Zylus moving on to the grade 8. And we're ready to run this between Nibbish and Frederick Blockas right here, right now. Nibbish in the lead position in the Flying Dutchman A80. And Frederick Blockas in the E92. Here we go. Nibbish taking off here on initiation. A little bit too hard, dropping 2 tires on that outside zone, leaving Frederick Blockas with a roadblock in the middle of the road. But they managed to just put it back together, put a little bow on it for the end maybe. Riding this wall a little bit and making it look clean. Big mistakes in the lead there for Nibbish, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think he's going to be in a bit of a pickle coming into this next one. He's really going to need to throw something together, put the pressure on Blockas going to this next run. As you can see here, he drops, I believe, 2 tires, causing him to just go just a bit wide, and he's having to slow down with a ton of angle. Frederick Blockas have to check up really badly, so that's going to be a major deduction to him. Good on him and Blockas for being able to scrap together a run for the second half. But we shall see going into the second run how they handle with this mistake. Hopefully Blockas is able to throw a killer lead down for Nibbish to chase and put that pressure on a ton to try and force a mistake out of him. And you can see Nibbish is over there. Oh, ew. That was strange. I don't know if that was lag or something, but he just suddenly over-rotated, lost the car.
Big over rotation there for Nibbish,
yeah. So
oh, there he is! He's back!
Yep. Oh.
The Flying Dutchman!
The Flying Dutchman coming out of nowhere like the ghost he is.
Yeah.
So, unfortunately, this is going to be an easier decision. More like it's going to be for Frederick Blockas. And yeah. Unfortunately, Nibbish, you had a good run. Threw a bit too much angle onto it. Frederick Blockas is going to take that win. And that is the end of our top 16 as we move on into the top 8. Hopefully,
I think everyone
do some math.
Everyone should be able to join now. So
I think if they were smart, they would have stayed in the server, realizing that they don't need to leave.
Well, I think we have enough. It all comes down to slots. Now we're totally good, but the top 16 can still be iffy at times. But now we should be 100% good for everyone to join, and then if you win, you can stay in. So, and it looks to be that that's where we're at. I think all of our people are in here. So, excuse me, we're going to get into our first battle as soon as SLI Serene and Kinetic Chillmate are ready to go.
Let's kick it off. Get on to these, who's going to be in our final 4. Fine for that podium. Major points up to play still.
Oh, yeah, definitely. So, our top 2 points leaders, our points leader and our second place are both still in right now. SLI Serene and Six Shadows are both in. Everything is still up for grabs. It's a close amount of point. Hold on, come on, brain.
You can think about it. Come on.
The fog just kicked in. There's not many points between first and second, and so anything could happen at this time. But both drivers are in pretty far now, so I mean it's still going to be close after this, no matter what happens. But we got both drivers on the line. We got Serene ready. We got Chillmate ready. We're ready to kick this off. All right, here goes Serene. Chillmate right behind him. Mirror initiation almost. Serene pouring on the angle there in that second outer zone. Both drivers mirror image of one another almost in the beginning there. As they come through the final outer zone. Nice and smooth thus far. Chillmate could have been maybe a little bit closer, but I like to see it. Serene.
I think it was a pretty good imitation of Serene's angle going to that final zone.
I think the proximity could have been a little bit closer at times. He was good right there, but then he kind of fades a little bit, you know.
It could have been. He kind of started to fade right here. I think he just gave a little bit too much room before going to that decel zone. He was kind of able to make up for some of it in this final zone, but I will say he did a very good imitation of Serene's run. So we'll see what happens on this second half of the run. See if there's anything major that's going to go down. And it's Tofu. I think you're ready to send him off. We got Serene creeping up, trying to get a good roll in the start advantage as Chillmate, as he's got to be as close as he can to try and get a major advantage going into this. As he can, he's doing a lot better proximity, having to cut the line a little bit, though, to make sure he's shallow on angle here. I think it's going to be a major deduction for Serene there. I think Chillmate...
I think Chillmate... No, I think you're okay.
Oh,
I think Chillmate, I don't know, man. There looked to be like a considerable lack of angle from Serene in run 2 in the straight.
Yeah, I don't know if it's just, you'd see, I think he sets himself on the wrong line. As you looked into that second outside zone, you saw Serene kind of start going towards the inside. I think he choked himself off and had to make a lot of speed changes to himself, and he wasn't ready for what angle he's going to be coming out at. If you look back at run 2, hits the first one, hits that inner clip, and we start losing the inner right there, and he starts to choke himself. And I think it's just set him up for failure for this second half of the run. Barely.
He just hides in the smoke, doesn't even go out to the zone for the other one. I mean, we do have a call. So
see what the judges decide.
All 3 are going to Chillmate. So judges saw didn't have the best angle with the camera, but judges saw a full straighten from Serene in the chase there. So that not a good thing. But up next we got Lupo Chaos against SSR ATL Drifts.
Yes, and I think this is going to play in Six Shadow's favor. If he can make up for it, if he takes this event win, I think there's a chance he could either be really close to being in first or is going to be taking top spot. So we'll see what happens, how the points shake up at the end of this.
Oh, yeah.
SSR
ATL
Drift.
Man, you got close in there for a minute. Diving on
ATL.
The door of Lupo. Oh, my gosh. Okay. Making me nervous, gentlemen. SSR ATL Drifts. Pretty good lead throughout the most of it. A little bit of left foot braking here and there. I don't even know what's happening.
That was a transition is what that was.
But yeah, dude, there was a lot of bumper-to-bumper stuff going on here, and SSR ATL Drifts has been doing that all night long, and it scares me.
Yeah, I think he's finally turned it up to about 100, and he's running as hard as he can right now, trying to make sure he's putting on the pressure to make sure any mistake he can get out of that lead driver to get an advantage going into the second half of this battle is there for the taking.
I mean, putting on big moves here. And I mean, a win, a win if you're at the bottom of the point standings, that's 100 points, I think. I mean, that's a huge boost. So
it's going to shoot you up high.
Yeah. So, like, it's really anyone's game. Wins are really important to have. But I'll shut up.
We're in the second half of this battle. As ATL Drifts was able to initiate Lupo. Tiny bit of a shallow angle in the start of this, but he was able to bring it and claw it back as ATL Drifts doing everything he needs to do to run a killer lead run as Lupo was able to bring it back. But is it going to be enough to take the win? As he made a big mistake in that run too, doing a chase. As you can see, shallow angle washes out the front end, is having to claw back from over here, having to cut a bit of line just to make sure he can have a good proximity for the second half of this run.
Yeah, big mistake occurred while I was yapping in the beginning of run 2. Man, that's a...
But I mean, we specialize in yapping. That's half the fun of commentating is yapping.
Exactly. It's accidentally cursing people, and then you always feel bad. Damn, I hate when I do that. They're like, oh, as long as they keep it going through this, oh, damn it.
As long as he keeps going straight He'll be fine.
Yeah, and it's just I always mess it up.
Yeah, it's why I'm very happy I run in VR, specifically because I don't have the distraction of the live stream. And as we can see, ATL Drifts takes the win. Lupo Chaos. Sorry, maybe next time. Let's see what we can do next round. Still 2 more rounds to go after this. Only halfway through our pro season.
One more round. One more round.
Sorry.
Yeah, round
Sorry.
That's okay, dude. It's okay, man. It's okay, man.
I might be a scientist. I just don't know orders of numbers.
It's okay. It's okay. Up next, 6 Shadows. No pants slammed. Here we go. I'm excited for this one.
This gonna be a good one. Sick and slam.
All right.
Let's get her going.
Whole lot of purple and green action going down here. A whole lot of Mazda action going down here as well. Clean initiation from both drivers. Slammed getting on the door of 6 Shadows. Not letting him get out of his sight or reach. Move it on through the end of this track. See how the final zone goes. Whoa! Slammed is getting risky with it. 6 Shadows is going to have to lay down a really crazy chase here. Slammed is going to have to do really good in the lead, though. I mean, 6 Shadows hit the marks in the lead. I didn't notice any mistakes, but I was primarily watching the chase. The first time around, seems to be catching all the zones and running it smoothly. I don't know. Ultimately,
he does. Slam through a tiny bit of extra angle in that last outside zone. Kind of having to check up just a little bit to slow himself down. But putting on a show for everyone. Now he needs to make sure he has that solid lead to follow up for 6 almost perfect lead. But 6 gonna be doing everything he can to try and force a mistake, given that proximity that he's known to give. As FD and FC battle against each other, who's gonna win supremacy here? Sick missing a little bit of that second outside zone. Recovering here, putting on the proximity. As again to the decel zone, giving a little bit of room to give. As he settles nicely in that inside pocket, putting it on the door. Giving that wheel to that door just little baby kisses, not enough to affect that lead driver at all. I think that was a classic Shadows lead, putting on the proximity where he can, putting as much on as he can, putting an angle, make sure he's sitting on the door of that lead driver as much as he possibly can without making any major mistakes. But we'll see what they say. I'm personally split between the two. I think this would be a good decision for
I'm
LMT.
split down. Yeah, no, I was. You took the words out of my mouth. That's kind of what I was thinking. Is I think this is a good OMT battle. I wouldn't even be surprised to see a 3-way split between the judges.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. The biggest mistakes I saw was Sick was, I think, short of outside zone 2 and slammed, as you just saw in run 1, he had a slight over angle going into that last zone, but wasn't to any fault of the lead driver. So we shall see. I think both drivers put on an amazing chase and an amazing lead. So it's going to be coming down to straws for this battle right here. And Sick's going to put it all on the line to make sure you can get any point advantage he can going into the last round of this competition. As we are just still waiting for judges to make a call. Really tough decision on making these judges as we get towards the final 4 here. And a decision has been made, and it is unanimous. So let's see where the judges swiped. Is it going to be Sick? Is it going to be slammed? It is 6 Shadows who's going to be taking the win. Go to see either Zylus or Frederick Blockas in the top 4. Slammed. Really great runs. Sometimes you just gotta try again next week. So let's see what we can make of this last run here with Zylus and Frederick Blockas. Gonna be pulling up to the line here shortly. As they are on the line, Zylus in the lead. Frederick Blockas chasing. Toby's getting permission to send them. Zylus on that beautiful E92. Frederick Blockas in that perfect HGK E92. throwing a little bit offline, kind of missing that first outer zone, punching that center clip, a little bit shallow an angle. He's gonna need to start making up some ground now, which he was able to right before that D-cell zone. Kind of over angling. I think this is unfortunately going to be a big advantage going over to Zylus, as Frederick was trying to play catch up all run.
Big mistake there at the end too. Yeah, not favorable to Frederick here. Zylus fast initiation, but a clean one nonetheless. Frederick playing catch up from the jump a little bit. Shallows up a little bit, kind of dodges that zone, then gets out there, drops a tire, loses that grip, and then gets into here and just kind of, I don't know if he got himself lost in transition. You know, it's hard when you're playing catch up. So let's see.
It is. I think this is going to be. I think it's going to be a big advantage over to Zylus. So hopefully Frederick Blockas got a 100-point lead run in his back pocket, ready for Zylus to make a mistake on. I think it's going to be the only thing that's going to save him here. But we shall see as Tofu sends him to the second half of this battle.
And here we go. Frederick ripping this one off in the lead. Flick initiation. Zylus inside of him almost. As we flip around here, quick transition back to go through the straight. And Frederick holding it together. A little bit of left foot break through before the D-cell, but manages to ride the wall all the way out through the end. And I think Zylus is in a good position to take this one and move on to the final four.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be a hard decision for the judges, in my opinion, but we shall see. Maybe they saw something that we didn't, but Frederick Blockas throwing an amazing lead run, but unfortunately got Zylus chasing you. It's going to be a rather quick one for the judges, as we do have a call made. Let's see if it's going to slide either Frederick or Zylus. It's going to be Zylus taking it.
Zylus gets the win, moving on to the final four. And our final four is built. We have Kinetic Chillmate against SSR ATL Drifts and SR6 Shadows against Zylus. So we're gonna have some battling going down right here, right now. Ultimately, 6 Shadows can get third at the lowest with his seed based on point standings. So he'll be locking in at least third place tonight, but he could get higher than that. You never know what could happen here. Kinetic Chillmate, SSR ATL Drifts, and Zylus, all fierce competitors. Best of the best here. All right, we're off. Kicking off this final four. Chillmate in the lead. ATL Drifts in that chase position. Good initiation. We're getting close together as we get ready to go through the straight. ATL Drifts not letting him get too far away, shallowing up a little bit of angle, but making sure he maintains that proximity. As we ride the final wall, he's on the door of Chillmate. Good position to be in for SSR ATL, but he's going to make sure he makes no mistakes in the lead position.
Exactly. That was a great run by Chillmate, throwing on a great lead run, allowing SSR ATL to be able to suck up onto the door each moment, as Chillmate's filling his full responsibility of filling every zone as much as he can, not decelling over excessively outside of decel zones, and really allowing ATL Drifts to suck into that pocket. So no slouch was Chillmate to ATL Drifts put on the pressure in that chase run. Let's see how the roles reverse. We got ATL Drifts in the lead as we go to Chillmate in the chase, as we get ready to send them. And that beautiful sync ripping it for Seth G87 as they initiate. ATL Drifts having a little bit of a gap that's now been closed up by Chillmate on the back end. See, as we get into this back section, Chillmate's trying to get a bit more proximity, surging onto the door, and I think he just had to make a little bit too much of a surge at the wrong time when ATL Drifts was rightfully getting onto the gas. And I think this is an advantage ATL. I think he's going to be taking it.
I agree. I think at this late in the game, obviously, it comes down to those minor corrections. And I think we saw a lot of minor corrections from Chillmate in the chase and run 2. Starting about right here. You see, we see a gap and then a little bit of a compromise right here towards, his dive. And then has to kind of shallow up a little bit and then get back into where he needs to be. I think that little compromise is gonna come back to bite him a little bit, and that sucks, man. But
It does.
the way
Chillmate's
she
been running
goes.
great. Chillmate's been running great all night, being able to mimic angle of everyone, but you start getting put against these top 4 drivers, you really got to start cutting hairs on what's being the make or break of a winning battle. We shall see as we still wait for the judges to make a decision as they deliberate, judge, and discuss various things about this run. I know Grizz is excited to get his mints so he can stop
I want
dying
my
like he
mints.
just did.
want
And
my
we do
mints.
have a decision, and it is split.
Split decision. All right. Okay,
Multi.
okay. We go again. All right. Line him back up, boys.
I think this is a really great battle to get that OMT on. It was a really close battle, and it was really small decisions that would have made or break this run. So I'm glad we were able to run it back and see if we get something, unfortunately, more concrete and large on these mistakes from these 2 amazing drivers. Chillmate running it back up front. ATL Drifts falling behind. Let's see if we can get a more better concrete decision. More better, more angle, more speed. ATL Drifts putting on that door, showing us a repeat of what happened run 1. Not compromising on angle, giving the leader space, showing him proximity, a little bit of a checkup here. Having to massage it into the zone, but overall, very clean run, very close run from ATL Drifts, sitting on the door of Chillmate.
Clean and close. You know, nice and safe, but also putting the pressure on a little bit. You know what I mean?
He is, and that's what you really got to do during when you're chasing first. You really got to start putting on the pressure, showing who's
Yeah.
boss around here.
Yeah, Chillmate knew he was there the whole time, but he wasn't necessarily knocking his door in. You know what I mean?
No, he's just,
And,
just letting him know that I'm here.
Yeah, I mean, he could have been a little. ATL could have been a little bit deeper in that final outside zone in the beginning, but we're just nitpicking at this point.
Exactly. That's, I think, the biggest fault of the entire run. So, let's see
Here we
what the
go,
second
ready
half
to
of this
go.
battle looks like as Tofu gets ready to send them.
And the tires are spinning, the spinning wheelies are going. SSR ATL Drift's going to send us off right here. Chillmate diving on the door into ATL Drifts. Did we have an off-throttle moment? I don't know. That's up for the judges to decide, but nonetheless, they're going to put on a show for us for the rest of it. Let's see what they do here. Nice wall ride, ladies and gentlemen. It's all going to come down to that contact now, boys.
Yeah, this is unfortunately I was taking a sip of my nice water that I definitely am drinking.
All in run 2
But-
here.
It looks like
Yeah.
ATL Drift's just heavy on the foot brake.
I don't know, man.
I don't know if yeah, that's the biggest thing I noticed is that Chillmate's just pedal on the left foot brake when he typically wasn't sitting on it last run. So I don't know if he just entered with a bit more speed this time, bit angle up, and you can see here he's on the foot brake and just stays on it. It's just slowing
he's
down.
on it pretty heavy. You're right. I don't know. That seems a little odd.
It's a very strange area to want to slow down in, but I understand why as well. If you're coming in with a bit too much speed and you think you're going to over angle or overshoot that zone, you might as well try to throw out the anchors, see what happens, especially if you got like a little bit of a gap like he...
Try to watch the front
Would have
tires a
had.
little bit. Oh, he does lock up the fronts at one point, even.
Yeah. So I think unfortunately this is going to be going towards Chillmate, but we obviously got to wait for a judge to make a decision.
Yeah,
We're
no,
just-
I do agree. I mean, he does lock up the front tires in the lead at that point, and that's a fully on throttle area.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, probably not good, but probably could be me being wrong.
We are just two dudes sitting on a mic yapping.
Oh yeah. But hey, you know, September 13th, we got the next round of SRDL, and it's at Homestead. And it's going to be not the reverse layout, but the forward layout. And boy, is it exciting.
I am
It's very cool.
stoked.
it's very cool. It's my favorite layout of this series. I'm very excited.
I was a big fan of Coda. I saw Homestead. I was like, man,
Coda's awesome.
be really
too.
good
So
the
is
other
this
way.
one too. Like it's so hard to like. It's so hard to like categorize or like rank these tracks for me personally. I like them all, but man, the Forward Homestead is my favorite. Yep, I gotta say that.
It definitely is. It's a personal favorite of mine was Homestead. I was hoping to be able to qualify for it, but unfortunately, I ended up doing something. I think I got forced into going on a date, and I couldn't really force myself out of that one.
Happens to the best of us.
It does. Unfortunately, when your significant other really wants to go out, you're going out. There is no other option that's happening if you want to have a really happy life. As you do have a decision.
We do. Hey, probably maybe we're wrong.
We made it wrong. We
were wrong. SSR ATL, moving on. Judges deemed contact on the chase there. So, I don't know. A lot of times what the judges will do will look at mile per hour and see if it's consistent. And maybe that's what they did here. But either which way, we got to move on to the next one, and that's Six Shadows against Zylus.
So, I'm excited to see this one. I think this is going to be a very tight battle. I think this is going to be another really good chance for an OMT, as both Six Shadows and Zylus have been on their A game all day today, especially in the chase lead position. So we shall see. As Zylus already tapping on that front wheel, tapping away, causing a bit of trouble for Six Shadows. So I think this is going to be a bit of fault on Zylus over there, but we shall see what the judges make of that. As we get into here, Six Shadows talking a little bit of tippy taps on that wall.
Little tip to tap to tap tip.
Little tippy taps. You want tippy taps. You don't want taps. You want tippy taps. Tip. See that right there? That was a tippy tap.
Yeah, that was tippy tap. That probably shouldn't have happened. Yeah. Well.
Unfortunately, Zylus giving it a little bit of shove to Six Shadows, showing some bully love around here. But unfortunately, this is we're not in the bro down, throw down sessions after hours. We are in competition. We don't want those tippy taps, tossing drivers off to the side and being bullies.
Too much, I think.
Yeah, I think it was just Six Shadows trying to correct for the first tap Zylus gave him, and it just made the second tap just that much more exaggerated. But
I think
we shall see as we get to the second half of the battle. Here's why you take this one away.
Oh, you got it, yes sir. We got Zylus ripping this one away. Six Shadows in the chase position. Clean initiation from both drivers. Zylus riding along, grabbing those zones. Six Shadows in the chase, in the shadow, so to speak, of Zylus. Not playing it safe enough, causing Zylus to miss transition. I don't know what's going to happen now, guys. This could be OMT territory now. I mean, Six Shadows could have hung back there and not gotten up in the butt, but he touched the butt.
He did the forbidden action when you got a big advantage. But we shall see. Did it impede him as much as Zylus impeded him in run one? I think it's going to be the greater question.
I don't know, and I mean, there was a little bit of break from Zylus right before that transition. I don't know if it doesn't look like he slowed. You know what I mean?
No.
It doesn't look like he slowed at all. It looked like more of an adjustment, but I don't know. I think we'll see OMT, but we do have a call.
Oh.
Hey.
I think you got your wish.
I was right. Hey. Do it again. Hey. Okay.
As you run this back, I think Zylus is going to be stoked about this after making that error in the first run, so we can get to see this run back and get a nice clean battle. No bullies. Sick, I'm looking at you. Can't bully him. Zylus, please stop touching him. As you run back this battle, Six Shadows taking the lead as Zylus is approaching up behind him. Going to be entering on that bumper like he's been doing all night. Putting it putting it on his door without showing him too much bully love over there. A little bit of gap going into the Manji section. Trying to make sure the drivers have some room to transition. Zylus creeping up on him, surging up. Ooh.
Oh, no.
Six Shadows. No.
Big mistake from Six Shadows in the lead.
That's unfortunately just an overhang on him. So Zylus, shoes on the other foot. You got the advantage. Don't do what he did last run. Make sure you got some room to play with. And you see here we go into this second replay run of the OMT. Zylus giving him plenty of room to transition over here, creeping up on him, and as we get into this transition,
no contact.
Unfortunately,
too much juice.
Sick just throws it for a loop. So
not a zero, but not a good. No, not good.
That's a heavy deduction. That's a heavy deduction. That's almost a straighten.
Almost waiting on one Zylus. Oh, there he goes. I see him moving on the server. Okay.
Yeah. Sick, I think reset and got there a lot faster than Mr. Zylus did, so he's probably giving the tires a chance to cool off and smoke them a little bit. Maybe reset himself.
Who knows?
Let's get the second half of this battle running.
Let's cook it, Tofu. All right. Cooking. Zylus off. Six Shadows right behind him. Needing to force a mistake from Zylus here. Zylus locked in from the looks of things thus far. Not phased yet. Smooth as can be. Riding a little bit of left foot brake, but if we have a clean wall ride, it'll be his. And that is what we do have. I believe this one will be going to Zylus.
Yep. I think that's going to be Six Shadows taking third place. Kinetic solidifying himself in fourth for the event, if it goes the way we think. Shadow really did try to pull out all the stops, really throwing it on to him during that. He tried to do the best he could with the cards he was dealt. He did very good. Tried his best, but unfortunately, sometimes you just can't do enough. So we'll see what the judges make of that. Personal opinion, it's probably going to Zylus. We're going to have a Zylus SSR ATL Drifts final, but I'm not a judge. I'm just a dude who sits here and talks all day for a living. Not really, I don't get paid for this.
For a living. I was going to say, what, you're getting a living from this?
I mean, I
Who
yap
the
a lot
hell
of my
is
job.
paying you?
I yap a lot of my job already, so I feel like I get paid to yap. Talking with many people, telling them no when they really want me to say yes. I ain't one of them dirty workers, but I say a lot of no's when I should be saying yes. As we wait for a decision from the judges here, we shall see. Strepidemic over on YouTube. No, there is not going to be a battle for third.
Nope, it's based off of seeding. Yeah.
So, if Six Shadows is knocked out here, we're going in. Six Shadows is going to be taking third place. If he advances, I think it's gonna. I personally don't know where Kinetic or Zylus sits on there, so they'd be a Mr. Grizz information look-see. See who's going to be taking third.
Oh, yep, it'll be
It'd be one of them.
So, if Zylus wins, Six Shadows will get third. If Zylus loses, Chillmate will get third.
And we do got a decision now, though. So let's see what the judges have decided. Who's going to be making it to our finals? It's going to be Zylus.
Zylus moving on. That means Six Shadows will be our third place driver tonight. And SSR ATL Drifts and Zylus got to battle it out for who's going to get first.
Congratulations. Better luck next time, Six Shadows. Still a podium finish. Be proud of it. That's points over Serene. That's you clawing your way back up to first position. You got another round. Let's see what we can do next round. as we get to our finals of SSR ATL Drifts in the lead. Zylus in the chase. Tofu's sending them. Who's going to be taking the final over here in Arizona? ATL Drifts flicking Zylus. Cutting a bit on that inside clip. Hopping the curb. A little bit of shallow angle. I think just rubbing the bumper there, getting caught on it almost. But he's throwing every ounce of proximity he can at this. Doing what he can and knows how to do. Throw it on a door.
ATL
Being like a fly on a glue trap. ATL was throwing it down. Nice and pretty. Was not phased at all by Zylus sitting on that door.
Man, Zylus, that little kind of hesitant transition there might come back to bite him. But you never know what could happen in the second half of the run.
Yeah, if anything, I think that might be, if this plays out how Zylus has been running and SSL has been running, I think that might be our deciding factor. But we'll see what happens.
Very much Zylus, world in his hands right now. Let's see what happens. Kicks us off here. A good transition. SSR ATL Drifts sticking with him. A little bit of a gap, kind of setting himself up for the Manji section here through the straight. Manages to stick with the proximity here. Dives in and stays kind of back a little. I don't know.
I think this is highly likely that ATL Drifts has just taken home the win. But we shall see what the judges think of that. Great run by ATL. No real hesitations from him at all from this run. Just really nice bumper-to-bumper transitions to that Manji section. Giving the driver appropriate enough room. Having to check up a tiny bit in over-angling to slot back in, but overall, really nice chase run from ATL Drifts and a solid lead run from Zylus.
Yeah, I think this is enough for ATL to get it tonight. I think, but we shall see. We shall see.
Yeah, and I think the biggest thing was Zylus having that little cautious run. I think that's about the biggest mistake I see out of both of these runs. As we come down to the final battle,
We have a call.
We do. It's gonna be Zylus.
SR ATL Drifts with the win for round 2. The Shadowrealm 2025 League, 2025 SRDL League, you know, that thing. All right, we got quick initiation. SSR and Gambit is firing off the tires. We got SSR ATL trying to get it tonight. Big shouts out to the man for this one. There he is.
Some victory donuts are in order.
Very nice.
ATL
Very
Drifts.
good. Fantastic driving tonight. Locked in the whole way. All our drivers tonight. Oh yeah, absolutely. Sending it for Seth the whole way with the Seth Miller skin. Looking good, man. I mean, driving wise and style wise. So thank you all for coming out tonight. We'll see you for round 3 on September 13th. We're going Homestead the front way. We'll catch you then.
We going back home, boys. We going home.
Sit, been a pleasure sharing the booth with you tonight.
Thank you, sir. Great chatting with you.
Yeah, man. But we'll see y'all next time.